Hey everybody, and welcome to the Sons of Kojima podcast. I'm here with several people whose names I am going to read off for you. Let's start out with the man who's streaming this stream, Mr. Moogle.
What's going on, dudes?
It's followed up by Mr. Carl Herring,
Hi.
Mr. Carson Miles,
Hello.
and Che from the SoK,
What's up?
followed by Furedu Ufuksu.
Hey guys, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
After him, we got Mr. Nomad.
What's happening, everybody?
And finishing off, we got the legend himself, Loophole 572.
Sup.
Who's talking now?
You didn't
So-
say who you were, Pask.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Sorry. Hi. My name's Pascal, and apparently I don't know what I'm doing.
So, Mr. Pescatti's here, and I want to welcome everybody to the 17th edition of the SoKast. We're very happy that you're here, and this is going to be a special one. We have a very special guest, obviously, that we'll get to very shortly. The one and only Kyoko will be joining us very shortly, and
Awesome.
I think you guys are going to be very excited for us to get to talk to this very, well-respected member of King of Hate Forums.
Fred,
Yes.
I have to ask. Is she a woman and does she play volleyball?
Well,
Get out.
you can ask that person yourself.
Oh, all right. Just asking.
So, let's see here. We're just going to wait a little bit. So, right off the top, I guess it would be only appropriate for us to do a quick plug for the charity. We at the Sons of Kojima have been partnering with Charity Water, which is a charitable organization that funds water projects to bring clean water to third world countries in places like Latin America, Southeast Asia, and Africa. This company has a very good track record as far as accountability, low overhead costs. They don't do big advertising campaigns and stuff like that. So the majority of the money that gets donated to this organization actually goes to fund clean water projects. And we feel very strongly about it. We're currently at, let me just take a look real quick. We are currently at $1,580. That's 32% of our $5,000 goal. So, again, thank you to everyone who's been sharing. Thank you to everyone who's been donating. We really appreciate it. And obviously, we couldn't do this without you guys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, it's awesome. I cannot believe we've gotten this far. It's insane.
It really is.
We
And
got
that
some pretty
means
good donations over
loophole.
the week.
Yay.
I can't
Yeah.
wait to see
We've run
loophole.
24 hours.
24 hours. We
24 hours.
also just happened to get a quick, I'd say maybe an interview, but a quick appearance by the developer of Meme Run. So he's going to stop by for the 24-hour stream. Your favorite SOK members are going to be hopping in and out, obviously, to keep Loophole sane and to make sure he's still alive. And yeah, we hope you guys tune in. It'll be a
Uh-oh.
What the heck happened?
There he
Internet
is.
probably
What
dropped.
the hell,
Mine
Michael?
too.
I'm sorry.
Fuck.
My
Fuck.
fuck. I don't know what happened.
Oh, don't worry.
His computer froze.
No, it's not that. Someone unplugged the internet and replugged
What
it back
a
in.
fucker. Go yell at it. Tell him shut the fuck up. I'm trying to stream here.
That was annoying.
Alright, well, I hope we're back.
Yeah, I think
people are
we
still
are.
saying RIP stream, so
People are saying
we'll
mics
give them
are
a
messed
second.
up. Mics are better now.
Yeah, we're good.
Alright, we're back.
Movies a
back.
disgrace to Canada.
Jesus Christ! Everybody's flipping out over friggin' my internet getting unexpectedly on.
Let's
Canadian
move on.
internet.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
anyways, we're back.
Twitch.tv /loophole572 starts Saturday, 12 p.m. PST, and it will go on for 24 hours with a 30-minute break.
Beautiful. And what will you be doing during this 30-minute break to keep yourself safe?
Probably just food. That's, to be honest.
Alright. So,
That's it.
let's just do a quick recap of the things that we are going to accomplish for these charity incentives. So first of all, obviously as mentioned, the 24-hour meme run stream. We also have SOK plays games with the stream, which is going to be a lot of fun. An SOK Let's Endure of all of the Grand Theft Auto titles. This is how you don't plays of them. We're going to do that. A 7-page paper written by Loophole on why Renegade is a casual. Loophole is going to play all 4 Sly Cooper games on stream in 2 sittings. Shay over here is going to be watching 80s men's workout videos for an hour with live commentary. And last but not least, we are going to play either Board Game Online or Tabletop Simulator, depending on which one we can get running on all of our computers and stuff like that. So, that's where we're at so far. If we get to the $2,000 mark, we've got Renegade and Loophole having a rap battle and a Yo Mama battle. Mr. Moogle over here will be playing the CDI games, the Zelda titles, and Loophole is going to be playing Demon Souls in 2 sittings on stream.
Yay. Sounds awesome. A lot of streams, a lot of Yo Mama jokes, and a lot of Renegade being a casual.
That's right. A 7-page expository on Renegade.
Decent.
Well,
Yes.
I wonder if Renegade's gonna do a counter.
God damn, Loophole, you know more about Renegade than Renegade with that shit.
Oh, and we just have breaking news here. Mr. Pascal, why don't you announce this?
After these 2 grueling things that I'm doing for myself tonight, once we get to $2,500, I'm going to listen to the entire Farrah Abraham album.
Dude.
Non-stop in 1 sitting. It's going to be terrible.
And you mentioned you're doing something tonight, Pascal. What in the world would that be?
Well, that's a surprise.
Oh, so tons of surprises tonight. Awesome. So, let's see. Does anybody have any current events, anything that they want to bring up before we bring in our illustrious guest, Mr. Kyoko?
I'm excited for this.
It's a mystery.
I'm really excited. This is going to be interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, it will be interesting.
All right.
Alright.
I'm ready for the weekend stream of Loophole. Can he survive the 24-hour meme run?
Yes.
I will be popping in there to make sure he doesn't go crazy.
Yeah, I'll be hopping in too.
God bless you,
Meme
Loophole.
Run dev, the developer of the game, has no confidence. He says I'm going to tap out after 1 hour.
Well, let's show him how the Sons of Kojima do it.
Yo,
Yeah.
honestly,
Now.
what would the developer do if you lasted the whole friggin' 24 hours?
So when it happens, not if,
Challenge the fuck
when
out
it
of him.
happens. Nah, when it happens, he's gonna be like, I didn't expect to. I don't know. We're gonna talk to him, so
If
we'll
you-
see.
Loophole.
Yes, sir.
They need to make you a character in that game or something if you spend 24 hours playing.
Yeah, make
Space.
Loophole a character in that game where he walks all wonky like he's got shit up his ass or something, running
Or
through the
like-
levels.
Or if he's doing some weird humping the door frame or something.
Oh,
Damn.
I think we should just make a sound pack for Meme Run,
hey.
where a Loophole has to say every single meme that is shouted during that game.
Ooh, baby, a triple.
A Loophole is mean.
Oh.
Oh, and would you look at that? It looks like we have to give some special recognition to Mr. Tyler Hansen again. This guy has been really
Putting on.
putting work in. Thank you, Mr. Tyler Hansen. I think we should dedicate something to Mr. Tyler Hansen here. He's really been very generous to the charity. But
He really
thanks to
has.
Mr. Tyler Hansen, we are now at $1,600 even.
Oh my gosh.
Damn.
Oh my goodness, indeed.
Closer and closer to that cheese, Miles.
Yep.
Make sure you send me
Wow.
right to the cheese.
Oh, there we go. What kind of cheese do you like, Miles?
Getting
I'm
on
gonna,
board.
well, what I'm gonna do is go to somewhere
make you-
ridiculous, get watered down queso, like the stuff.
No,
some
it
places
has to be
have watered
straight
down
up
queso.
cheese.
I'm gonna make you eat a whole block of fucking Monterey Jack cheese if you keep that up.
100
Got a
slices
block.
of
Fuck
American
no.
cheese.
Come
Got a
on,
block.
guys.
Moogle, I made a compromise for him. I said he could do queso, but he has to melt it down himself. So it has to be.
Wait.
Pure Mexican queso.
Miles.
Melted down, he has to drink it.
Fine,
A pound.
fine.
Oh God.
Miles, what would the noise you'd be making? Oh, my stomach. Oh.
Oh my
Oh man,
stomach.
Dr. Fizz says if I last 24 hours, he will donate $125.
Whoa!
Oh.
Damn.
That means you gotta stay 24 hours, Loop. You gotta do it, man.
I planned that from the start. I'm not.
And let me
fucking-
tell you something. Since the developer doesn't have faith, the developer should pony up something if he lasts 24 hours
Yeah,
with a meme
we
run.
should. Yep, we'll talk to him. Give him all the details.
Get some of his meme run money.
Soon you're gonna have those fucking memes stuck in your head.
Memes. Oh yeah, all 5 memes. Literally,
Yeah, man.
there are 5 memes in Meme Run.
Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna
Illuminati
go out
confirmed.
on a date and say, "Oh baby, a triple! Oh baby, a triple!"
No, he's gonna go on a date and then someone freaking has like the triangle. He's like Illuminati confirmed. Every fucking turn.
Why don't you dance like Dwayne?
I'll dance for like fucking Dwayne.
You gotta,
Why not?
you gotta do the Carlton.
Carl.
I think Lupo is Dwayne if you think about it.
Carl.
God damn, you guys.
That joke's
Well, hey,
What?
Carl, that means you're just famous, man. Everyone thinks you're a cool guy, so they mock you a little bit.
We're not mocking him. It's an inside
I know.
joke.
Yeah, I know. The inside joke
Look.
that everyone loves to bring up every 20 minutes.
What?
The
What do you mean
cheese.
every 20 minutes? Nobody fucking. The first time we brought that up was like a week.
Okay,
That
my
is
bad.
right. That is
Overreact.
right. The best. Someone said the best meme is hashtag Fred cheats.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Hashtag-
whoa, whoa! Come on now. I only cheat when I play Donkey Kong. Apparently.
It's
Exactly.
hashtag,
No,
I'm gonna
you know
mock
what? We did a stream. All right. I don't know if Moogle has it, but we did a fucking stream, or at least we did a session where everybody tried to play as Donkey Kong, and it was not very successful for them. So I
You
don't
know why?
What do you
don't use
mean?
Game-
You mean the
Game
same
Shark.
session where Pascal got a friggin' triple bot?
Well, yeah. Well,
Triple bot.
And he
Whatever.
won that match? Yeah,
I did win that match.
he did win.
Oh wait, yeah, you did. Well, fuck you, Pascal. It doesn't even matter.
Hashtag
Exactly.
I'm gonna
I don't even know why we're talking about this.
I'm editing.
I'm
I'm like,
gonna go
I'm
on
gonna,
Twitter and follow
Because
I'm
I
gonna
brought it
pop
up.
you.
I'm in
Nah,
the,
bull. Fred
I
uses
brought
a
it up.
fucking golden game shark. That's ridiculous.
I'm in the process of editing that video.
Ah.
Oh, for everyone in the stream chat that I know probably doesn't care, I just got Smash Bros. Wii U, so I'll be playing that in a stream probably tomorrow.
That is
you were right.
excellent.
We
Oh
don't.
boy, yeah. Me and
Or
Pascal.
maybe the night, maybe stream
me
the
and
next
Pascal
day.
Bodio on stream.
Oh
So,
fuck you! my
Let's,
amiibo will body you.
I'll take on
Well,
that
actually,
amiibo any day,
if the
buddy.
amiibo's online, Miles.
Yeah, why don't you
Oh,
guys
crap.
take this to the streets of Connecticut?
I'll fucking take on your amiibo any day.
You
Yeah,
can't
go to his
it's not
house.
online.
There you go.
all right. So
Yeah, I'll travel to Canada. I was gonna say
Alright.
Canada, but
we have 2 additions to the roster. First of all, Mr. Moonmain
Hey, everybody.
and the guest of honor, the one, the only, Kyoko.
Hiya.
How you doing tonight, Mr. Kyoko?
Good, actually. How is everyone?
You
We're doing very
serious?
well. Now, you sound a little bit familiar. For anyone that may not know, you do also have another screen name that people might know
Oh
you by.
shit!
Are you serious?
that voice is so familiar.
You're trolling us right now. Drill? Really?
Joel! It was
Fucking
you all
drill
along!
Drill?
I
Yeah.
fucking guessed that, Fred. You lied
Wow.
Drill? You did a great job. I didn't
Are
know
you-
it was you.
You're the best moderators on the fucking roster, dude.
I cannot
Yeah,
believe it.
Yeah, it was me the whole time.
Damn.
He pulled a
dude.
Vince McMahon on us.
He was the anonymous general manager. Oh my god, that's freaking insane, man. I cannot believe that.
But you lied to me.
You lied to me. I thought you was a completely different person. I never expected it to be you, though. That's crazy. How are you doing, man?
I'm good today. How are you guys this evening?
We are doing great. Obviously, this This was big news for everybody. You told me a little bit earlier in private, and I couldn't believe it. I wanted to keep it a secret from everybody here in the SOK so that we would get some genuine reactions, and I even misled Pascal over here. He actually guessed that it was you somehow. I don't know how he came up with that.
You were my first guess, and I was right.
Like
Thanks, Fred.
I had an uncanny suspicion that like it was someone we knew, but at the same time, I just kind of like whatever. We'll just go with it, and I cannot believe that. That's insane. I'm still dumbfounded from this.
This is, of course, Mr. Drillbit. Now, of course, obviously, a lot of people are going to be pleasantly surprised that it's you. You obviously had a lot of support and a lot of respect from the community before as Drillbit, and now I think honestly, you were probably the most well-liked person on the forums as it stands now, the most respected mod. You were the type of person that was being very fair and stuff like that. So I think a lot of people are going to be really supportive of you, and I think that we're all pleasantly surprised, and we're glad that it's you. We thought it was just another person. And we were trying to figure out, like, why is this person so fair? Why does this person have sort of like a sense of duty to the community? But seeing that it's a mod from the older forums, it makes a lot of sense.
The funny thing is, and I think this is hilarious. When he messaged me and you, Fred, because we were the only ones that were on the forums around that time, I had a gripe feeling that it was someone we knew. That was my uncanny suspicion. Because he messaged me and you, of all things. He probably because it was weird because it was around the same time we all called out Joseph Collins. Or me and you called him out. And we were the only ones on there. And coincidentally enough, either A, he saw those already and he knew what was going on, or B, that he just wanted to message us and tell us about the whole situation going on. So I would have figured anyways. But that's insane though. I honestly never thought it would have been you.
I would have never guessed.
Yeah, I know. Just the second personality all of a sudden. I figured it was a completely different person, but boy, was I ever fucking wrong about that.
Well, you're wrong about a lot of things, so I'm not really surprised about that, Moogle.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but I play random and Smash and body you all the time.
Except for the other night, I kind of won more.
Ooh.
No, you didn't. You only won like 2 matches.
I guess you guys are gonna have to settle it in Smash.
I won 3 matches, and we played like 5. So. Yeah.
Oh well, whatever. We'll play more again. And I'll prove how much of a scrub you are.
So obviously, Kyoko, I'm pronouncing it correctly, right? I'm terrible with the names.
No, you are terrible with anything Japanese.
Is it Kyoko?
That's
All
it.
right, Kyoko. So obviously, the big news with you is that you were demodded recently, and you weren't even given a reason why. And obviously, a big thing is for you to be able to kind of tell your story and get these things off your chest. So I guess we'll just kind of start. You became a mod. Were you surprised that they actually modded you? How did that actually how did that actually happen?
Well, the thing is, after Phil banned me from his IRC chat, I decided to make a new username. And then I heard Onyx was looking for new mods, so I thought, what the hell, might as well try to see if I can get a mod position. And I did I made an application, Onyx accepted, and I became a moderator.
Nice. So, did you have any sort of was there any sort of process where you had to prove you weren't a hater, or what goes into becoming a mod?
You just email them and then just write your application.
And what kind of stuff did they want on the application?
Well, I told them that I would be level-headed and actually help out the forums and maybe restart some of the old threads that were lost.
Okay. So it was a relatively easy process since you kind of just jumped in, because I know they're looking for new mods now.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Okay. So obviously you became a mod, and you did a lot of really good work. A lot of people from either side, both pro Phil and anti Phil, were really, really supportive of you. And did you see this coming? Did you feel a sort of tension between you and the staff before you ended up ultimately getting demodded?
Well, they did actually warn me prior, saying that I shouldn't be so vocal about Phil, and then I would say, okay, I'll ease it down a bit.
Do you know what you said, or like what sort of things you were saying when they gave you this, or was it just sort of out of the blue?
It was like, I don't remember specifically, but I believe it was when Phil was closing threads and stuff, and I kind of criticized him for that, and I got a warning for that.
Okay. And who was it that actually gave you the warning? Was it the staff in general?
Well, actually, Static told me, though he was nice about it, and I said okay.
Okay. I have this running theory that they're sort of sending Static as like the messenger here. Like it's sort of, I guess it would be like I Cured and Onyx, and I don't know King of Kings' involvement. I don't really know much about the guy, but it almost seems like they roll out Static to tell you about things. Sort of as the messenger. I know that he's the one that told that sort of when everybody was questioning why you got demoted, he was the one that sort of said, well, I wasn't involved in the decision and I don't really know, but it was because of circumstances. So it sort of seems like they cart Static out there to give the bad news.
I agree. I don't think I Cured enough has the balls to actually tell anybody that he's going to demod him, and Onyx is just being a douchebag. So I agree with that.
Yeah. So you got a warning, and it was around the time where Phil was sort of cracking down. It sort of seemed, I don't know, it just sort of came out of nowhere. Things were going okay, and then all of a sudden threads started getting locked, people started getting banned. Was there any sort of communication behind the scenes to build this up, or did this just sort of seem like a reaction out of nowhere?
What, the demodding?
Not just the demodding, but just the anti-community stuff that they've been doing lately. Like, was there conversations behind the scenes to say like, all right, we need to do something about this, or things are getting out of control?
Oh, actually, the thing is, the day before, I think like 2 days before I got demodded, I actually talked to some of the other moderators, telling them about what Phil was doing and that he was acting irrational, and some of them did agree on it. Some of them did agree on it, though some of them sided with him.
Okay. And then obviously, ultimately, you were demodded. Tell us a little bit about like when that happened, what you think was the cause, and what you were told so far.
Well, hold on. Hold on.
Oh, no worries, man. Take your time.
If only I could
It happened
play
around.
If only I could play the Jeopardy theme right now.
They told me like last Wednesday, January 23rd, about it.
Okay.
Well, and they told me specifically that we do appreciate your contribution to the moderation of these forums. Unfortunately, we do not feel that you are completely what we look for in a moderator. We also appreciate that you have had concerns about how Phil and lead mods run these forums, but these concerns should have been voiced privately with the staff. And then they just said, thanks for the contribution. Hope you stay here and have a fun time on the forums.
Wow.
That's kind of
Well, if you voiced them
dickish.
privately, you wouldn't have been able. Nobody else would have been able to see anything, and you would have just gotten kicked out like immediately.
That's funny. That sounds like a generic term when you get fired or laid off.
Yeah, you should have discussed it with us privately. Otherwise, this wouldn't
Oh,
have
Yeah.
Don't like your job. Well, you're not allowed to post it publicly.
Oh boy.
Man.
Well, the funny thing is, most of the community was behind the Kyoko person. Well, you getting actually lead moderator, and I don't know. It's pretty weird.
Yeah.
It makes no sense to me, and it's funny because like the moderation was only like good when you were around, because like people weren't fucking unfairly warning people for no reason. In fact, I got 3 warnings, 2 from Phil and 1 from I cured it with my eraser dick. He warned me because apparently calling Joseph Collins a brown noser is insulting.
That's
So-
also what I was gonna touch on. Like, what exactly are they looking for in moderators? If you were the best of the moderation staff and they get rid of you, I feel like they're only looking for Phil sympathizers and people that will agree with Phil on whatever.
Oh,
That's like
no doubt. You know what the funny thing is? I can't tell you how many times I got warnings from Phil, and it said it was tagged under abusive behavior. I actually got a warning point from I cured it with my brain because there was a thread called "Let's Post Pictures of Toilets," and I posted a picture of Pandeli, and he got super offended. You don't need to be insulting people like that. It's not allowed.
Oh man.
Shay, off-topic question. So, at the beginning of the stream, you asked if Kyoko played volleyball. Are you happy
Oh
with
my
your...
god!
Full disclosure, Drill. What Che wanted to know. He wanted to know if you were a
No,
girl and if you
it
played
was-
volleyball.
Well, I'm not a girl and I don't play volleyball.
Oh man, so that's 2 strikes against you, man. So there you go, Che.
It's funny that we're talking about warnings. The 2 warnings from Phil, actually, it just combined in one. He just wanted to give me 2 warnings because he's that much of a douche to do that. His warning is derailing the thumbnail thread and personal insult. That's 2 warning points. And then he says, on thin ice here. Now, first off, I don't think saying just because you put up more content than anyone else doesn't necessarily mean they're good. I don't think that's insulting nor derailing. So, again, bullshit. Like, he's just doing it because obviously he knows I'm a member of the SoK.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty dumb and unfair ruling, really.
It just seemed like a sort of a weird crackdown out of nowhere. It sort of seemed like overnight there was just this attitude, yeah, fuck these guys, we're gonna get rid of them immediately. And that's why I'm wondering. I really want to know if there was some sort of behind the scenes thing. Obviously, Onyx, as we would say in the wrestling business, he turned heel overnight. He started deleting threads and started banning people left and right, and it just seems like it was either building or it was just sort of like a snap reaction where it's like things just changed overnight. Where it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna deal with this anymore. So, like you said, Kyoko, they basically got rid of you for being fair or whatever else. Have you gotten any follow-ups? Have you followed up on it to try to ask them for any sort of extra information based on why they demoted you?
Well, I actually tried to contact iCured about it, but every time I would send him a message, he would say, sorry, that's classified, and then would just leave the conversation immediately.
Sorry, that's classified.
Yeah, like, he couldn't even give me a legit reason why I was demoted. It's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
Like, out of all the mods I talked to, Static was the only one that at least tried to help me out. He said that he would at least try to talk to the other mods, but even then they wouldn't tell him anything.
How is that classified? That's a conversation between 4 human beings. It's not like they're a government entity where there's like, oh, it's illegal for me to tell you. It's literally just, they had a conversation, they got rid of you, but we don't want to tell you why. They don't want to tell you. It's fucking classified. Jesus Christ.
I tell you, it's just weird. Reason. They act like the CIA, man. It's not a big deal.
It's classified.
I was thinking it was like a secret society, like
that.
Go ahead.
That's gonna be watch. I guarantee you it. Phil's gonna use that keyword, classified. He's gonna name drop it.
So, Kyoko, do you have any idea what security level you were at? What security clearance level you had?
For trial mods, we were able to go to the staff section and see warnings and stuff.
Okay, so you guys were like level 2, I think.
Yeah, but the thing is, we couldn't exactly ban people. We could only like give them warnings and stuff, and then maybe we could only really give them warnings. Like the lead mods were the only ones that could actually ban people.
Okay, I would guess that the security levels entirely is related to how close you are to Phil's testicles. So I'm glad that you weren't that close to begin with, for your sake and for everybody else. So
my question is this, with the whole CIA thing, the classified information. Are they like the Men in Black with that little pen flashlight where they like make people lose their memories or whatever? Like you saw nothing.
They sent them a GIF of a fucking flashy thing. Like,
you don't. You guys don't understand, dude. When you log into that forum as a moderator, something comes out of your computer and scans your eyes.
It has to. Yeah.
They have to recognize your eyes before you go into that thread.
They're like, yeah, they mail you a fucking fingerprint scanner and shit. Log in. Hello, Kyoko.
DNA tester too.
Welcome
Remember
to
who
the
you
King
met.
Forums.
Welcome, Kyoko. Remember who owns this forum?
Phil is love. Phil
They
is
don't
life.
just own the forum. They
Remember-
I'll be moderating.
Remember, Phil is the rules.
Remember, he paid $2,000 for a site that was probably made with a free web editor.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let Phil's light shine upon you all.
Cast life on this banner.
So, alright, so we've got a pretty good idea of what's going on here. Basically, you were told in a general sense you were demoted because of your approach or just the way you are in general about Phil. Then you asked for more information. So just iCured is the only one that really gave you any sort of information just to say, oh, this is classified why you were banned?
Well,
Or not why you were
actually-
banned, but why you were demoted, sorry.
Well, actually, I tried to ask Onyx too, I actually tried to ask Onyx, but he asked me if I leaked anything, and I told him no, and he said that I'm confused. He just acted confused, and he was gonna look into it more, but I haven't heard from him in over 3 days now.
If you leaked anything.
Yeah, the whole Joseph Collins thing with the thread.
Okay, so I just want to make sure that I go on the record, and obviously anyone else that is aware of the situation will be able to back me up on this. Kyoko, Drillbit, this gentleman that we're talking to right here, did not leak to us any sort of information. We had no idea that it was Drillbit until I didn't know until literally earlier today. I just first started talking to the guy, I would say, a couple days ago, when we just private messaged you, and you were sort of like, yeah, you guys were getting treated unfairly. Nothing revelatory, nothing huge. We did not, in any way, shape, or form, have any sort of information given to us by Drillbit. We have another person who is, a fairly high up moderator there. We're not going to say who. Why would we say who? That doesn't make any sense. There's an adversarial relationship right now between the SOK and the staff. Why would we help them by letting them know which of the staff we have in there? I mean, that's ridiculous. We're not going to do your work for you. We gave you the roster. We helped you out with that. And look what that did for us. So, no, we're not going to help you. We're not going to tell you who the person is. But you would be very surprised to know who it is. But it is not, and I repeat, it's not Drillbit, and it's not Kyoko. They're the same person. I dare say, hold on, I got one. I dare say that information is classified.
Ooh. Ooh, you're
Like
spouting off DSP-isms, huh?
Like I said, though, the way Kyoko approached us in the message, man, it felt like he obviously knew who we were. Just the way the message was brought out. But like I said, I didn't know that it was Drillbit. Going into the situation, I would have figured, this whole thing would have been a completely different person, but I was not expecting this at all. So,
well, I mean, looks like you got out at a good time because, honestly, ever since the purge of last week, that forum's been dead.
Yeah. Like, nothing in days, man.
Yeah, I mean, the only people that are really using it right now are either using it to troll or using it to contribute to Phil with fan art ideas for different series, Patreon, and Ask the King. So people aren't using it to interact with each other and talk about different stuff. I mean, there's an off-topic section which Phil almost never goes into. He just goes in there to lock threads. So who would want to go there?
Mm-hmm.
I have no clue, man.
There was a gigantic purge where everybody was just banned
And-
or
And there's
surprised.
nothing of substance there. Whenever he replies to you, I promise you, if someone were to check his folder or on his computer, he would have something copy and pasted. He always posts the same response. Well, there's no intellectual discussion going on, so I will further not bring this up. If you try responding to me, you will get banned. Have a good day.
gonna block you.
I'm gonna block you.
Didn't he like claim that we were like being offensive on Twitter and that he heard?
Yes, he said we
someone-
were bullying people on Twitter, online bullying. Not to mention he called
Bullying?
Fred a bully who uses a mob-like mentality.
Okay,
You
so
hear that, Fred? You're the leader of the mob.
Yeah.
So-
So literally never. Go ahead, Moogle.
I was gonna say, funny you say that because the bullying he was referring to is when me and Fred called Joseph Collins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And listen, I already admitted my mistake here. I used aggressive language, and I completely understand that. I used the word let's when I referred to myself. What I did, you know how you say, like, oh, let's go check out the fridge. It's sort of like a self-dialogue, and I just did it as a stylized way to say that I'm going to call him out. So that was a mistake on my part to say let's. I can see where people were thinking that I sort of did a call to action. In addition, when I say let's call him out, I mean let's question him on what he was doing. I never bullied him. I called him a fucking pussy bitch, but yeah, at the time I felt as though he was being a fucking pussy bitch. You know, I could have worded it differently. I could have said he was a coward or he was, I don't know, evading me or whatever. But you know, I was a little bit upset at the time. I'm human too, and
Luckily, I was very civil with what I said, but somehow that got blown out of proportion. I
what's
I don't
funny?
understand that.
You know what's funny? This is a funny thing. How many times, and you see these tweets from people that like Phil, they say, oh, well, don't just listen to the haters, they're jealous, they're all this shit. How many times do we get called names, and that's not getting called bullying, but whenever we do something, it's called bullying. I don't believe it. I don't really believe in online bullying, but it's just ridiculous.
Well, I mean, if you want me to be honest, I feel as though the staff bullied Kyoko here for his opinion and for his, his philosophy on the community.
No doubt.
Yeah, tell me about it.
It's bullying. They use their position of power to demote him, to take his rights and privileges away, and then they just told him it's just because. And that's what it is. It's a slap in the face to say that it's classified, it's confidential, any of that shit. They're just saying it because we don't want to tell you.
I still find it funny that all I said to Phil was that his content is not as good as he thinks it is, and then he gives me warning points just for saying that. So it makes no sense to me. It's like he can't take the motherfucker. Like right here, I could take a screen cap of this. In fact, hold on. I'm not making this up. So hold on. My computer is being really slow right now. What the hell? Hold on.
It's freezing.
Real funny. Anyway, hold on.
Yeah.
Here's not your internet.
Alright. Anyway, you can carry on while I go ahead and get this.
Alright. So, Kyoko, is there anything else in particular that you wanted to say before I move on to some more general questions about, where Phil can improve and how the community can improve?
Well, the only real thing I wanted to say is that all I really want is just an answer. Like, I'm tired of having to ask so many people back and forth and not get anything. Like, I'm tired of just being in the dark all the time.
Well,
in all honesty, do you really care?
At this point, no.
Well, he's
But
owed an
Seriously, it's
explanation.
like you want an answer and all that, but it's Phil's forums. Like Fred just said, nobody's on there. Nobody gives a shit. So why should you?
But I feel like as a human being, he's owed an explanation. Obviously, he's curious. Anyone's going to be curious about what happens and why,
Oh no, that's true, of course, yeah. But I'm just saying in general, like when it comes down to it, it really doesn't matter. It's Phil.
I'd like to see them explain their actions, to be honest
Oh
with
no,
you.
of course, no, I would
Yeah.
too. But I'm saying at the end of the day, if he's not going to get it, he should let it go.
For sure.
I made a thread for that, and they closed it. That's basically their explanation for their actions. Anybody on that forum that they deem responsible, fucking criticism. Or they're fucking gonna shut you up and ban you. That's how that site works, and that's why it's gonna fall in, literally, I'm gonna guess, 2 months maximum.
I got banned for trying to reopen the SOK Hangout.
Same here.
Pretty crazy.
I just have a fantastic quote here on Twitter from @DragonKiller. I guess this is from Ask the King. Quote, I have to help her get her business going. Moving in with her was a huge responsibility. Takes up too much time. Phil talking about Panda Lee.
Oh no.
So
she can get her own damn business going.
well, I mean,
He's
being a
got-
full-time babysitter is,
He's
you know.
got to change his daughter's diapers, man. That's
Oh.
expensive. That's expensive.
I'm telling you, being a full-time babysitter is very, very difficult and time-consuming, man. He has to make sure she doesn't, you know, stick forks in the electrical sockets and stuff like that.
Or draw on the wall.
Hey, I bet
Draw the
Loophole
wall.
would be willing to babysit her for a price if you really needed it.
Hey, come on, man. Walking to the freaking gas station to buy some gin, that's a far walk for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You got to make sure that she doesn't try playing chicken in the middle of the road or something.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, shiny car.
Candy.
Ooh, candy.
Piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
So, obviously, Moogle has his screen cap. Is it in the chat by now?
Yeah, I already posted it. You want me to post it again?
Perfect.
Done.
I think people... Oh, no, I can see it. Perfect. So, that's Moogle's ban. Obviously, I was banned because of something I did on Twitter.
Wasn't a ban. It was a warning. I never got banned yet.
No, I'm saying that I was, too. We're talking about disciplinary action in general.
Oh, okay.
I was banned personally for... by Phil for, I believe it was, he said that it was something on Twitter, but I believe more it was me saying that he was a bully and sort of proving, and I laid out a case of why he's a bully. And he responded by saying that I'm the bully and all this other stuff, so I don't
think
know.
I have
You're
that
a
screen
bully.
cap. You want me to post it in the chat? I have the screen cap where he called you a bully.
Sure.
Well, if we're talking about offenses, my first warning point was issued from iCure, and it was during the whole poll thing where I was saying, are the moderators doing their job? And that got pulled off and just went to the ether. And I messaged all the mods, including Phil, and the only person that responded to me was our guest here, Drillbit, who actually gave me a credible explanation, saying that it was saying that it was probably made to start drama. But I was questioning him. It's like not protocol to do that. Just delete the thread. Go on, Shay.
No, I said I actually got a point for, and this is the funniest thing. Someone asked him about thumbnails. There was a thread about Phil making thumbnails, and he goes on to say that he doesn't have time for them, that he doesn't want them. Then 2 posts later, he's like, oh, well, I don't want them, but if you're going to make them, let me know and I'll take them. And I told him, I said, why don't you just make them yourself? And then I got a warning point for abusive behavior. Derailing the topic. This is not about the quality of my videos.
What?
Yeah.
But that is technically a part of the quality of his videos.
Well, cause I told him, I said, listen, I said quality over quantity. If you don't have supposed time to make thumbnails for the videos, then maybe you should edit your videos and stop pumping 100 out a day. Abusive behavior.
Mm-hmm.
It's not abusive, you're just stating a point that was actually a good idea.
Thumbnails are not hard to make, and once you get the hang of them, especially for Let's Players, because you can just change the number for each, thumbnail, like 1, 2, 3, 4, or whatever. It's not hard.
Fun fact.
You literally
actually.
can't do that.
Fun fact. How I do my thumbnails? Really fucking easy. You know what I do? I save a little project file, and then when I want to make my thumbnail, I'll put an image of whatever, and I'll change the number, because in the Photoshop you can just go through the file itself, the text file, and you can just change the number that way.
Yeah, it's a layer.
Yeah, it's a layer.
Yeah,
and it's not hard to do. Literally, that's all I do. I open up the PDF, and then I just keep doing that, and that's how I do it. It's really easy.
It goes back to what Fred said. That forum is literally there for people to do all type of work for him. Fan art, now thumbnails, stuff like that, and to give him ideas for stuff like Project 7, which I guarantee you he's going to take ideas from them and not give him any credit and claim that he did it.
Exactly. People are there to be Phil's unpaid graphic designers, writing staff, and well-wishers. That's it.
Yep.
If you're not doing one of the 3, then you are an enemy to that forum. In addition, I posted a tweet about what Phil has been doing on the forums. His participation on those forums has been
minimum
to ask for stuff, to trash talk people and then lock the thread so they can't say anything back, basically just to get the last word in and publicly attack people, and to threaten people. Oh, I'm going to lock you, I'm going to ban you, I'm going to he even came up with the word moderatory action, which I googled it. It's not a fucking word.
Even I knew that, and I was wondering why the heck he was saying that.
He doesn't even interact with his community. He doesn't shoot the shit with them. He doesn't talk about video games or wrestling or anything he's interested in. He just pops in there to block people, like Fred said, and to just ask people to ask him questions, give him fan art and all that shit, dude. He doesn't even interact with anybody.
Exactly. He doesn't like pop into a forum and be like, "Oh yeah, I like barbecue chicken pizza," or "Oh yeah, you know that movie was good," or any of that shit. He doesn't talk about anything with anyone. They're not there to talk to him. They're there to do work for him.
Actually, speaking of the forums, I just came across this little nugget of fun. Remember the whole YouTube wiki thing that Phil edited himself?
Yep.
Oh God.
There was a forum posting about it, and then Phil responded to it.
What'd he say?
If you don't, somebody wrote. Hold on. Somebody saying that Phil shouldn't be the one editing it, given it's not neutral at that point, because Phil's the one making the edits, so it's him making it how he wants people to perceive it. So he responded by saying, if you don't think the person who the subject of a wiki would have the best knowledge of the situation, then you probably don't want the real knowledge, just the same bandwagon negativity that everyone spouts. I was completely fair in the things I edited and took out. Complete and utter crap from obvious immature children. It wasn't even written in proper grammar or English for the most part.
Like his fucking grammar is any better.
Awesome.
Yeah, but it's just funny. I was completely fair. If you look at the comparison from what it was to what he wrote, it's not fair. He took out facts, you know?
Exactly. I mean, honestly, I'm with this with anybody. A wiki should be filled with all the good and bad things that people do. People should be able to be held accountable for their actions, just like any of us. Whether we do something good or bad, it should be out there for everyone to see so they can come up to their fair judgment. And Phil acts like a child more than anyone else. He's very sensitive about criticism. Let's be honest. He plays video games all day and hopes to make a full-time living off of it for the rest of his life. That's the attitude of a child.
True.
All right, so Mr. Carl dropped the link in there, so if we want to check that out, we can. Just a little update. We are now, thanks to Mr. Carson Royce, who, again, is our highest contributor both in single donation and in cumulative donation, so a very big and special thank you to Mr. Carson Royce. We've now reached 33% of our goal, $1,625.
Whoa.
Nice.
Jesus Christ, man.
What a man.
He's a man.
God damn it, I knew you were going to sing that.
So yeah, this thread is looking pretty nice. I'm actually going to just look real quick and see what Phil has been up to as far as posting. Looks like asking for stuff here. Here's the whole another thread about Phil should debate when no one even talks about why. I don't want to debate.
Oh my! You know what the funny thing is? Anyone that challenged him, I remember when I challenged him to a debate back in September. I made a challenge video and I stated clearly the reasons why I was going to do it, and I told him how it could benefit him because it's not going to benefit me. It's going to benefit him. If he, beats me or he just comes on there, it'll make his reputation look better. But he's just afraid of confrontation. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, he just keeps closing threads. That's all he does. He just closes threads. 2 hours ago, please post up your questions for the next episode of Ask the King. Oh, Che has a good question. Go ahead, no,
three
Matt, sorry.
paragraphs of a sentence and then he just closes it right away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I asked him a question for the next King of Hate, which I think is at the end of February. I said, what are your thoughts on the Sons of Kojima? Because you called one of our members, Fred, a bully. So obviously you have a strong opinion about them. Why don't you just come out and say it?
Mm-hmm. Sneak dissing.
Yeah, this is to sneak diss, or if you respond to me, you'll get banned off my website diss.
I swear Phil just looks up words in the dictionary and just uses them without actually thinking about what they mean first.
I highly doubt he knows all of that from the top of his head. He has to have some sort of thing on the side.
I like how when he talks too, he uses that so-called big word, but he pauses for a fraction of a second and then says something after it. I'm like,
well, it's pretentious. It's someone trying to make themselves look more cultured, more refined, intellectual, whatever the hell you want to say, than they actually are, to try to impress people because they're insecure about themselves. You know, one thing about Phil is that he will take a basic situation that you like, and he'll try to use the most complicated words, big words, to try to make himself sound smart, when you can say it in a way that, you know, just, I don't know, be normal. You know what I mean? He tries to sound like a fucking professor all the time.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb, man. It really is. I don't know why he even tries to make himself sound smart. I just wish he talked like a normal human being and actually said something intelligent for once, but I guess that's not gonna happen.
You know, my favorite word is, did anyone remember when this was right after he said the antics tonight. He said a word that didn't make sense to what he was saying. He's like, oh, the antics tonight, these, I just forgot, never mind.
The antics tonight.
Yeah, he said that.
Become the best one ever.
Yep.
Right now.
Alright.
That was when Loophole called him out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you don't like Brink, I'm gonna block you.
Gonna block you.
Gonna block you.
So,
block you.
So Kyoko, from what you've seen so far, we probably covered it a couple times over, but what would you say are the main problems with the community? Being that, you know, you were a moderator, you know, obviously spent a considerable amount of time on there from when it started all the way up until just recently, and even still you're an active member. What do you see that's, you know, a big problem, and, you know, then we can move on to how, you know, we can help that?
Well, the biggest problem I have with the community right now are pretty much the mods and Phil. They're pretty much just silencing anyone that even shows even the slighted criticism of him, and they're pretty much just banning everyone, which led to killing most of the active members on there.
And obviously, you've been very active on there. Have you noticed the same way we have? Because we just sort of noticed it a little bit, and we just sort of think so. But have you noticed definitively that there is a sharp decline in participation and actual members on there?
Well, to be honest, I think there's a huge decline. I don't even go on there anymore because not that many people post on there.
Mm-hmm.
There's been, like, I think there used to be like 50 people that used to participate there, and now there's maybe like 20 to 30 now.
Yeah. I've noticed that too. Like I said, it just seems like, you know, it just seems like people just said fuck it. You know, if they're gonna be like that, and if the atmosphere is basically, if you say anything about Phil, you're gonna get blocked, you're gonna get warned, and we're not gonna give you a reason why. Why even do it then?
Yeah, like that's what I said in one of the threads, is that Phil's only driving away people from the forum since everyone's just too scared to talk on there.
I think part of it is because he wants people to do work for him for free, really.
Mm-hmm.
He wants people to go to the forums, do all his graphics, do all his work, do all his fan art with no pay, and say that it's fan appreciation.
So again, our good friend of the show, I don't even know how to pronounce this, Kamatsubu?
Yeah, Kamasubu.
He's going by the champ right now, with the Boxing King.
Yeah, it's pronounced Kamasubu.
He's given us a link of a picture, and I'll post that here in the thread. Oops, no, that's a Twitter link.
You want me to do it?
Sure.
All right.
He gave us a link of Phil's meltdown, which I completely missed this. I got home a little bit late tonight, so I must have missed this.
Phil's meltdown.
If any of you critics actually cared, you'd be spreading the word about me and my content, not making negative montages and parodies, but instead explaining to people why I became popular in the first place. What?
That doesn't make sense. Why do we say that he's always so popular, he's so great?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, dude. If you're a critic of somebody, dude, you're gonna criticize them. That's the whole point.
Exactly. Doesn't make any fucking sense.
That's like the opposite of being a critic. That's being like a promoter.
You know, basically, he's just trying to make it seem. He's just trying to, you know, twist words around. Basically, what he's saying is he wants the critics to stop being critics. Just stop being a critic and watch my fucking content.
Mm-hmm.
Here he goes right here. people didn't quote unquote change the channel in reference to like a TV show. You flipped your channel from my content in mass droves until you started with your parody videos. You are why they changed the channel because you convinced them I was doing stuff wrong.
But
Yeah, most of these
the
videos
Love
are.
those capitals.
Yep. Well, I mean, most of these parody videos are his own words, and like I said, if he had a strong enough fan base, it wouldn't hurt his business.
Oh,
You know,
look at
that
the
just-
next. The start of the next sentence is beautiful compared to what he just said.
Oh,
Keep
my
in
God.
mind, I love positive, constructive criticism.
Wait. You want to hear my opinion on this?
Oh,
You're about to hear it. Ready?
No.
All right, hold on.
Canada.
still waiting.
I heard a very low sound.
Oh, I thought he farted.
Usually he
That's what I
does.
was thinking too.
But
I thought it was-
real quick, while we have a second, I just want to key in another one of our special hosts, friend of the show, obviously SOK member and regular host of ours, Mr. Superior Artist.
What's up, guys?
How's it going, buddy?
Doing good. Sorry for being late for like the 30th time. I was had some errands to run, but I'm here now.
Oh, you're good, man. We'll just
Just a
Dr. Pay.
Just a reminder, folks, since we reached a charity incentive of, I think, $800, Superior Artist is going to have to draw a very, shall I say, racy picture of Panda Lee.
Ooh.
Oh god.
I told everyone on Twitter I'll start on it today.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Have fun
Phil
with
is going to be
that.
messaging you for that.
You know
This is
Mustafa's.
the first time I get to see Panda Lee naked? All right.
What's your
Mustafa's.
secret?
Mustafa's gonna be all over that.
He's going to look at it. He's going to be like, oh, so this is what she looks like naked. Ah.
What's your secret, Torres? I've been trying for years.
Nice. She's got nice boobs.
Oh, all right.
It's in the
Alright.
the secret
No,
is the
no.
soap. You buy the soap, you get a free picture.
All right.
Wow.
Nobody will buy the soap.
Oh man. So anyways, yeah, thank you, Che, for reminding us of that. We tried to put it behind us, but thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Obviously, I don't want to let's not derail the chat, okay? You're banned. You're blocked. Warning points. That's 5 warning points, Che.
Yeah, Che.
Yeah.
Oh, you're on thin ice, buddy.
Yeah, that's 5
Yeah.
warning points.
Yeah, do it again and I'll eject you out of this call.
And it'll be classified.
Could you
And you'll be banned from the.
classified.
you'll be
Could you
banned-
imagine him in a store? He'll go up to the counter. Phil will be like, "Oh, can I have something?" And he'd be like, "So we're all out. Sorry, sir. You're on thin ice there, buddy."
All right, here's more of the meltdown. All right, this is great. Actually, thank you very much, Kamutsubu, for sending us this. All right, here we go. Here's some more. So either you help promote what I am or leave. Anything else is for your own benefit, whether you're willing to admit it or not. Stop stalking me. Stop making fun of me. Enough with the parodies and satire that make me look like shit. You're killing me, not helping me, and you don't give a damn if you continue to do it.
How many
You
times do we have to
serious?
say it? Phil, you're killing your own business, not us. We don't have
Phil,
to do anything.
You
Oh,
have
he touched. No. He touches upon that in his last paragraph. He touches upon what you just said, Torres.
Oh god.
Oh,
Jesus, this is cringeworthy. Are you serious? Listen, Phil, if you're listening, or if anyone of your drones are listening, the whole point of a community is to, just like you want to deal with the praise, you're going to have to deal with the criticism. It's something that everybody, including us, including every living human being, no matter what they do something on YouTube, they work, they're going to have to deal with it. You don't understand that. If you try to shun away, if you try to create a hug box, you're only going to make it worse. And having meltdowns like this is definitely not helping you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand.
I just can't get over this last paragraph of his. I really can't. Like I'll read it out to the people who aren't looking at it. This is how he ends his rant. Keep in mind, I love positive, constructive criticism, and I've gotten lots of it since the site relaunched last month. The problem is the majority of people would rather just repeat the same tired lines. Phil doesn't listen. Phil doesn't change. Phil is going down instead of actually trying to help. And that's all that's been said is in this thread too, which is why it's now closed. Now to go back a second, when he says people just repeat the same tired lines, that Phil doesn't listen, Phil doesn't change. Think about that. Phil should kind of fucking think about that.
He just answered his own question.
Yeah, like the majority of people are saying this to me. I wonder why. Hold on, guys. Let me think.
Leanna, help me out with this
He's
one.
delusional.
Leanna, get in here.
Who's making soap?
He's delusional. He has this mentality, the world is against me. I bet you when he wakes up, before he fucking streams, he puts on a tinfoil hat. The haters won't get me if I have this hat on. They won't get me. I bet you he wears a little... Yeah, I bet you he wears a little beanie filled with fucking aluminum foil under that cowboy hat.
The king of hats. So
ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean this. Like I said, this is incredible. I was not expecting this. I also like this one. This is a very good one. Where did it go? I want to just question you guys and see if you guys agree with this statement. I've made insane amounts of changes. Okay. He's worded it weird. I've made insane amounts of change to myself and my content over the past 2 years, all ignored by this incredibly vocal party who then seek out the next thing I've am doing wrong. So, can any of you guys point to any major changes that he did, and I'll take one away from you, adopting direct capture and streaming?
He did that such a long fucking time ago.
Damn it.
Well, instead of putting up 10 videos a day, he puts up 20.
I can't think of any. That was the only one.
Well,
fast food every day of the week.
Well, he tweets a lot about what movies he watches. I guess he didn't do that before.
Well, he wanted to win over the people's champ, Loophole, over here. That's why he did that.
Yes.
Movies!
Hi, guys. The top movie.
It's
But yeah, I mean, there's literally nothing he did as far as himself. He's saying that he made a lot of changes to himself. There's zero.
Which part of the... Wait, where is that on his rant?
I believe it's the fourth paragraph. It's bolded.
Oh, I see it.
I've made insane amounts of change.
I don't
Even the changes
I
that
don't
he
think
goes
there
back
is
on?
any difference between what he did back then with the camcorder or his direct capture. He's still the same fucking idiot.
I will say, though, there is one noticeable difference. I actually went back and I watched some of his videos from like 2009. He is an entirely different person. As far as his personality, he has become insufferable. He used to sort of have he had like a more like quiet tone, like, hey guys, Dark Side Phil here. I'm going to show you guys my couch. I'm going to show you guys, here's my desk where I can jerk off. And, he would have like, he literally said that. He would have like self-depreciating humor. He would be a lot more like, I don't know how to put it. Now he's just loud and brash and it's just
obnoxious.
He's not a person you would want around you. So in contrast, he's also not a person you would want to sit around and listen to play video games. Like he says that his content style is like, oh, you're just sitting around watching me play the game like you're in the same room with me. Who would want to do that? Who would want to sit there and listen to this guy?
He did change some things, though.
Okay.
Now he waves his fucking arms like a fucking idiot. He's over dramatic with his points, like with his hands. Like he's like, well, and he'll be waving his fucking hands like he's waving like them guys at the airport that wait for the helicopters to come in. They wave them sticks or whatever. He reminds me of that. So yes, he does a lot more. He's more animated with his hand motions. I guess that's the only workout he gets.
I'm pretty sure he does other hand motions, but anyway.
I'm sure
to derail the stream.
I'm sure he probably does that when he's like swimming or whatever. He's like, I can't swim.
Well, this I'm actually reading this bits and pieces now. This sentence doesn't make any sense either. What he wrote, if any of you critics actually cared, you'd be spreading the word about me and my content, not by making negative montages and parodies, but instead explaining to people how or why I became popular in the first place.
That's right.
Read that sentence. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, if you didn't like Phil and what he did, he expects you to tell people about him.
Yes.
Yeah, we're critics, not promoters.
Yeah, it's like, where, in what reality does that make any fucking sense?
We don't like Phil's content anymore because he turned into a jackass. But hey, by the way, watch his videos. Check these out.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's what he's expecting people to do.
What he doesn't know, though, is that we do point people towards his videos, although we change them slightly in order to emphasize certain points, and we call them parody videos. Yeah. So we do point people to his content, and they can see for themselves who he is. I mean, what does he want us to do? If we're gonna show that he fucked up a game, what are we gonna do? Put the whole thing on there? That's not fair use. That's not. I mean, that's that's taking his content. No, we operate within the rules and the laws of fair use, and we do it correctly. We're not going to put all his backtracking and shit like that. We do his work for him, to be honest with you. That's why a large amount of people watch him to see him fuck up. That this is how you don't play. He should be doing himself.
And that's the funny thing. If he was smart, he would embrace that, because what he's talking about, oh, they hurt my business, is actually just the fact that people would rather watch the work that people do with his videos than his own videos. And that tells you something.
It's not even that. It's more like, this is just me, like my personality. But if people are constantly ripping on me for something, like let's just say, for example, somebody who's ripping on me for something that I legitimately don't, I legitimately fucked up, you know, and like I admit that I'm wrong, whatever. What I would do in that type of situation was I would steal their thunder. I would make fun of myself first so nobody else can get to it and get one up on me, you know what I mean? And that's what Phil should, in my honest opinion, that's what Phil should do by what you just said, that he should, you know, make the "this is how you don't plays" on his own.
Yeah, he should call him something else,
steal somebody's thunder. Admit that, listen, I fucked up. This is a montage of me being a douchebag. Sorry. Have a good laugh.
Dark Side Fails montage.
Honestly, if he did that, I could watch his content, because that'd actually be pretty fun to watch.
Like that's like I said, that's how I am. I would do something like that before somebody else gets the chance to it. Steal their fucking thunder.
Oh,
and which is what Phil should do, but as we all know, that would never happen.
His pride would not let him do that.
Not to mention, dude, the funny thing with his pre-streams is that, like, he's so lazy. First of all, he won't get there, even though he's like 100 feet away from where he has to quote-unquote work. But then he leaves this screen up there for like 20, 30 fucking minutes with no music, nothing. So they're just supposed to sit there with a blank, with one picture up, nothing being said, and it's supposed to wait for you to finally get your ass up and actually get to a stream that you were supposed to be there 20 minutes ago.
Well, hey, you can't call him off for being late.
And then he uploads.
What was that, Torres? Go ahead.
I say you can't call him off for being late. He's just going to insult you.
Yeah. That's incredibly immature to say that he's late. He can come whenever he wants to.
Even though he says that he's coming on a certain time every day, it's not, you know, it's not his fault. 50 feet's a lot for Phil.
50 feet.
You gotta remember his back, even though he cured it with the Seattle air like a month ago.
The miracle.
Let's see here. All right, so we've got a quick update. Our friend Evil AJ, of course, sent us through this from Mr. DSP Text Twitter. Let's see. Phil has said, hope that those on stream enjoyed Ask the King. Unfortunately, we ran super late today, so the second stream is probably in jeopardy. I doubt I'll even be done with dinner in time for the second stream that I scheduled. I'll let everyone know once things are further along.
What a lazy fuck.
Wow.
Just eat later.
Yeah, eat a little bit now, so you can sustain yourself. Do your fucking stream, and then finish eating.
Eat on breaks. Take a break and get a little bit.
Or God forbid, he makes a sandwich and he eats it on stream and just takes his mic off for like a split second. You know?
I have.
Could you imagine?
Sorry, go on. Oh, I was. Yeah,
go
just
ahead.
go. No, you go.
All right. What else?
Mugo, you go.
Okay, I have some fun life tips for you, and this is in regards to this whole thing. All right, I'm going to tell you one thing. All right, at the start of the week, when you know that things are going to happen in your life, don't schedule a stream.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Or could you imagine like having that type of attitude at work? Well, the boss asked me to stay for overtime a couple hours, but I have to go eat, so I'm gonna go home and eat, and I'm gonna clock back in later, even though I'm supposed to work.
Yeah, it's just like he schedules a stream for this said time, and then like he comes in late. Like, what's the point of making a fucking schedule if you're never gonna follow through with it? You might as well just say, you might as well just put on your schedule 7:30, and then in brackets, I'll be late for the next 30 minutes, so it's at 8 o'clock.
There is no point.
So there's literally no fucking point in having a schedule. You should just stream whatever the hell you want to. I don't even know why you even have to make a schedule if you're not going to go on to that, like, if you're not going to stream on the actual time that you're supposed to stream at.
Well, he wants to treat this like his job, but if this was his real job, his ass would get fired after the first day.
Oh yeah, really?
His
personality isn't exactly the best.
It makes no sense. I don't get it. Like, why would you schedule shit? Like, that's going... You're self-employed, and just imagine at a real workplace. He comes in 30 minutes late. Oh, sorry, I had to change my daughter's diapers. I had to spend 30 minutes trying to breathe in that Seattle air. Sorry, guys.
This is how you obviously run a business, Google. You
Stop
just don't
it, guys.
understand.
Stop it, guys. You're killing me. God forbid I have to go out and get a job.
Guys are destroying me. All of you are malicious people.
Mm-hmm. And mentally ill.
Like, I don't get it. Like, why would you work... Like, why would you self-employ yourself if you're not going to go on a timely schedule? It's like he makes the schedule to make people think, like, oh yeah, he actually works. That's what I'm thinking that he just does it for. He thinks that if he has a schedule, it makes him seem like more professional, when he really isn't. He always goes to his damn fucking streams late. I can't tell you one fucking stream that he's been late, that he hasn't been late on. Almost every fucking stream I've seen, from what people have told me, is that he's been late. And don't get me wrong, I don't watch his streams, and I don't really care about his streams, but this is from what people have been saying on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
So obviously, let's stitch back to obviously our guest Kyoko here. We talked a lot about Phil and things that he has. If you were going to give Phil any sort of advice, what would you personally say he needs to improve on?
Well, the biggest thing he needs to improve on is obviously his attitude and not be like trying to silence everyone that tries to give him legit advice.
Mm-hmm.
And also not be late to his streams. But the main thing is pretty much his attitude. It's what's killing the forums, and also stop locking them, locking threads and stuff.
Yeah.
And he wonders why his last fucking forum got shut down.
The thing, though, I don't think that
I can lock threads. I swear.
I don't think that his new forums will have the same outcome as his old forums. I could be wrong because I didn't expect that. I really didn't expect that from the first forums, or sorry, the second forums, I guess. But I just don't see it. I think iCured is very committed to Phil. I think that Onyx, I'll say this again. Onyx and we spoke, away from the forums privately, and he told me that the only reason why he's doing this is because he wanted a project to do on the side. That has nothing to do with Phil or his loyalty to Phil or anything like that. And, lately he's been one of the most aggressive in doing Phil's dirty work for him. So, I don't feel like either of them. I don't know anything about King of Kings. I have to be honest. I know that he has a Twitter. I know that he has a YouTube channel. None of them really speak to him as a person. So I can't really say anything about him. And then obviously Static. I feel like Static is in a bit of a tough spot. I don't know him personally. It seems like in a lot of different ways he's been very reasonable with people. Unfortunately, they sort of cart him out as the person to, give people the bad news and to try to explain stuff, even though he's not accountable for it. So, I don't know. Maybe Static will get fed up with it and maybe he'll voice his concerns. But as far as it goes right now, I think that the current staff is pretty rock solid.
something back to that topic of him always being late about his streams and shit. He just tweeted this out. Thinking instead of a second gameplay stream tonight, instead I work on a new vlog, such as the movie vlog idea. I just need a name for it.
Yeah, because that's totally going to make up for your shitty audience. Yeah.
Because that's going to take fucking 2-3 hours to work on.
Oh yeah, totally. If he's not even
Not to
gonna
mention
edit it.
Yeah, if you do a movie thing, you should edit that, honestly.
He's not going to. He doesn't edit anything.
Oh, of course he's not, but I'm just saying. That's
I mean,
something you should.
this is the guy that uploaded a 1-second part to multiple playthroughs.
Oh,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you even look at the tweet. It's a bit of a loaded tweet. It's like, all right, well, instead of doing gameplay, I'm just going to do a movie vlog. Give me a name for it. Make up a name for me, guys. Come on, let's go. Come on, I need a name. It's like, come on, dude. Just make
why
up
would
one
you
your
need
fucking
it?
self.
Like, why would you need a fucking name for a movie review? Just say movie reviews. There's you shouldn't have some corny ass fucking name for a goddamn review. I don't see anyone else doing shit
Hateful
like that.
Truth goes to the movies or some shit like that. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
A night at the movies with DSP. I don't fucking know.
Movie time with Dark Side Phil.
Movie time. There you go.
So I don't need to know. I don't even get why he needs to ask his fans. It's not that hard to come up with a name.
I know. He doesn't, dude. He does not come up with anything himself. He doesn't do anything himself. He just sits down and plays video games, and the rest of it is for everybody else to do for him.
Well, yeah, even with the whole streaming thing, he still seems pretty oblivious with it.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
if he can't push one button and then just sit down and play video games, he's useless.
My God, it's just like I when I stream, I don't fucking I come up with my own fucking shit, but I've never seen someone so oblivious to streaming. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
He has no idea what he's doing, and the whole pre-stream shit that needs to stop. I'm sorry, but I don't know any other streamer that does that shit but DSP himself.
We have a pre-stream. We started at 6.
I know people. I know there are people that do
We have
pre-stream,
pre-stream
sorry.
with people with good taste in music.
We start a pre-stream every week. We do a pre-stream at 6:30, and we start at 7 on the dot when we say we're going to start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We scheduled them on the dot. We're not late or anything.
Well, yeah, I even left Phil advice on the thread saying that he could always just start his pre-streams half an hour early, so he can always sort out the bugs and be ready on time.
Yeah.
Well, we do it too, but we still happen to start on time.
I work my kinks out before because sometimes, hell, even when the pre-stream is running, I go for a shower and I just relax for a little bit before we start the podcast. That's what I do, and then I'll set up the kinks and everything in my stream and make sure everything runs fine. I mean, I had an incident with my internet being unplugged, but other than that, everything's fine.
And not to mention, we're able to rally together 5 to 10 people to start.
Mm-hmm.
Phil is just one person. He can start whenever that's just him. He doesn't have to go, okay, are you here? Are you here? Okay, let's all start. Are we all together? How's our audio levels? We do all that shit between 6:30 and 7. By 7 o'clock, we're ready to go. And we don't even get, we don't get paid for this. This isn't our job. This is our hobby. We're just doing this for fun.
5 minutes tonight.
Yeah,
not
seriously.
everybody was in here.
So it's ridiculous. I mean, what we're doing right now. We can do with no problem. We're not even getting paid for it. Phil over here is doing it as that's his job. That's him clocking into work when he pushes stream. So,
Right.
but anyways, back to Drill. I keep going back and forth between calling you Kyoko and calling you Drill. But I guess we'll call you Kyoko just for the sense of the stream. Obviously, you gave some advice on DSP. How about the community in general? Like, let's say that you just, for whatever reason, they said, you know what, we were wrong. We look back on your post. We realized that you didn't leak anything. We realized that you've been fair. You went on the show. You were fair with us. You didn't slander us. We would like to have you back on, and we would like to make you, I don't know, let's just say for this hypothetical situation, we want to make you one of the lead moderators, and we really want your input on how we can turn this forum around because things are really going to shit. What would you tell them? What would you sort of map out? What would you map out for them?
You mean on how to improve it?
How to fix things, yep.
Well, first off, actually have all the mods communicate and not have Phil keep blocking everything whenever he wants. having that pre-approval thing. Also, making sure to listen to the members and not just silencing people for even slightly criticizing Phil.
Mm-hmm. Because it makes them want to do it more. Like when someone's told they can't do something, then you want to do it that much more.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, just kind of get Phil in check.
Yeah, pretty much, and have better communication with the mods because I really don't like it when the mods just ban people like from behind the shadows and don't even tell anyone. Like that's just really shady.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Like I said, I was banned. I wasn't given a reason why. Actually, from reading Phil's post, I didn't know that I was going to be banned. He just said, "Oh, if you're doing this, then good riddance." But he didn't say like, "Oh, Fred, you're banned." And then all of a sudden, poof, I got 403s every time I tried to log in. So I just said, "Fuck it." And I think a lot of other people are just fed up with the forums and they don't want to participate in it.
Yeah, like I said before, I tried to reopen the SOK Hangout, and it was pretty chill for a while, and then it got closed by, cured, all the evidence is online, and so I decided to make another forum explaining, saying I got banned, and then that thread got closed. It's pretty unfair.
It really is.
So, all right. So, like I said, we have one segment that we're gonna do with Mr. Pascal doing a charity challenge, and then of course we're gonna get to our guest callers. We've got 3 guest callers lined up. If anyone else wants to call in, we can do that. Maybe we'll go just a teeny bit later than normal because we don't have to, end right with Hate Live or whatever else like that because
it's not happening.
He did King of Hate earlier today, so. Depending on how late we want to stay, we can stay a little bit later. We'll do the guest callers, but obviously, Kyoko, if you did get offered back, would you go back?
No, like honestly, with the state the forums is in, I don't even think it's worth it anymore. Like there's pretty much no one else on.
Okay. Because, I mean, I know I might be just a little bit biased, but if I'm looking at things objectively as I can, you haven't done anything wrong. Like, even being on this show right now, you haven't lied. You've told the truth. You haven't said anything like, oh, they're a bunch of dicks or they're a bunch of assholes or anything like that. You've just told us what happened. The same way you could, if you were, just some regular Joe Blow off the street, you could go to Twitter and you can say what happened. Like, that shouldn't be any sort of strike against you. So if somehow you changed your mind and you did want to go back, if they told you that you couldn't, it would just be a cop-out because there's no reason why they shouldn't let you back. And like I said, if they think that it was more than just, oh, he didn't agree with Phil or he backtalked Phil or anything, he leaked information, I will say right now, on the record again, you did not leak us anything. You know that. We know that. That was not you that did that. So if they're holding you accountable for that, that is simply not true.
So I just got a video from Loophole himself. He wants me to show it on the stream. So I'm going to do just that.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, God. What do you have?
You'll see. You'll see.
What's he planning?
All right. So, I have this video, and I don't know if he wants me to link it to you guys.
Oh, my goodness.
Hold on. I'll link it to you guys as well. Let me know when you guys are ready.
Give me just 1 second.
If you want to hop into the linky thing, maybe you did.
I did. I already linked it.
Alright, I'm gonna hop in.
Alright. Let me know when you guys are ready.
And by the way, we're at 101. That is awesome.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Do it.
You guys ready?
Yes, sir.
3,
Yeah.
2, 1, go.
Did you see where my friends went?
TheKingOfHate.com.
Well, what would I get to do? That's classified. Serve good refreshment. He knows too much. Send in the cleaner.
Oh!
Oh my god! That is correct.
That is pretty good.
Oh, you are.
That was beautiful.
That was pretty hilarious.
That was pretty genius, I have to admit.
That's pretty spot on.
He knows too much. Give me a phone. god, it's too good.
My God.
Oh man.
Loophole, did you make that one?
Yeah, he did.
That
Yeah,
was good.
I was made it while you guys were talking.
That was like King of Crybabies style, man. I honestly thought that was King of Crybabies. That was really good.
Damn.
It was really
Round of
well
applause.
done, man.
Someone's cat was offended by that.
Round of Blanca.
That was amazing.
That was very timely. What are you, Trey Parker and Matt Stone?
Apparently so.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So while we're waiting for Pascal,
Yes, Pascal is preparing for his death-defying
Stunts.
stunt. Yes.
well, I'm gonna set up anyway. Just do
I
a few-
think I have 4 people that want to call in tonight. You up for it, Michael?
New record.
I said I actually have like almost 4 people. I think I have 4 people that still want to call in a little bit later. You up for that? You up for a little bit later stream?
I'm not doing anything, so
Awesome.
sure.
And I put you on the spot publicly. Awesome.
Late night streaming with Moogle.
Late night? Well, I don't want to make it sound like that. That's what Che is watching at that workout video. It's gonna be late
And
night.
there's Pascal's chair. It's the chair.
All right.
But while we're waiting for Pascal, I guess we'll get in more with our special guest. I guess maybe some people would be wondering, what is the origin of Kyoko? Why did you choose Kyoko to represent yourself on the forums?
I picked it because she's my favorite character on Danganronpa, and I thought it sounded cool, so why not? And I never even figured I would become a moderator anyway.
Nice.
Yeah, I can tell you really like Danganronpa with just that fucking that character alone. So I was like, I didn't want to acknowledge it. I was like, we're just gonna go with it.
Let me just check the forums real quick, see if there's anything interesting on there.
I still need to play the friggin' games myself. I actually bought what was it, Trigger Happy Havoc? I actually bought that for $20, and I still don't have a Vita yet. I need to stop buying Vita games that I fucking.
Sup, faggots?
I need to stop buying Vita games for the goddamn console I don't have.
And Pascal's back.
Pascal
Alright.
with the offensive language.
He
Jeez.
I
turned.
forgot something.
Uh-oh.
Great job, dude. You've already fucked up. In
Oh, great.
Oh, please.
Look at it, he's
I
looking at
hope he's not
guys
getting his
doing?
Speedos. I hope he's not getting the Speedo.
God, the
That's
Speedo,
good.
not the Speedo.
He's not
Kill
the
me
Speedo.
now.
Please not the Speedo. And he's not he has his headphones off, so please
Yo,
not
are
the
you
Speedo.
serious?
Not the Speedo. Not the Speedo.
What?
Not the Speedo.
Nah. What?
He's got his gun glass. I think he's got some glasses.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, there goes someone in the background.
For some
Yeah,
reason,
so
that
we
looked
saw
like
somebody in the
Buffalo
background.
House.
He's gonna
No, you
scare
didn't.
the
Shut up.
shit out of him
Okay.
while he's
You
doing
got a
this.
stalker behind you, dude.
Dun dun dun.
Dun,
Oh, my
dun,
brother.
dun.
It's a ghost.
Your brother.
It's a Gyaos.
So, are we ready to sync up Pascal with his generic branded jacket?
I already have him on the screen.
Alrighty, so generic jacket brand, excellent.
He actually has it on.
AKA Adidas.
So this is the illustrious Mr. Pascal with a fantastic mustache. That's Tom Selleck would be jealous of that.
No.
But let us know what you have in store for us tonight.
Well, I wanted to keep this a surprise, so I'm just gonna do this immediately. See, I got 3 little things of hot sauce here. One of them's kind of empty. I don't know why. I guess someone took some. But I got 3 hot sauces here. 3 different types of hot sauce that I'm going to partake in.
Okay.
Oh god.
After.
I'm not ready to laugh.
All right, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do this right.
Oh no! He's already doing it.
Half the must. Oh.
Damn.
Remember, Pascal, you have
He's
to wait
regretting
10
it already.
Mississippi
Oh, shit.
seconds.
Oh shit.
Remember, Pascal, you gotta wait 10 Mississippi seconds before you run off for water.
Oh, he's struggling.
Yeah, he
Why
is
would you
so
drink
gross.
water? Jesus Christ.
He's gonna die.
Okay, that just like tastes disgusting. Like that's my main problem with that. It's awful.
Let's see that mustache.
It is already gone.
That is awesome.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so we've got half a stash and 3 shots of hot sauce. Now, where was this hot sauce from?
It's from a place called Firehouse Subs.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's Firehouse Subs hot sauce. Oh.
Level 10. Fuck.
Dang, dude. That stuff's some pretty nasty shit.
You
Wow.
can see my face is getting red for a very
Yeah, we can
particular
see
reason.
Dude, you're handling it. You're
Pascal.
You're handling it way better than Loophole is.
Yes, and Miles.
Go past. If you don't make it through that alive, can I have that Gears of War beanie?
Well, guys, you gotta remember, I had ghost pepper hot sauce. He's probably not having anything close to ghost pepper.
Yeah, what kind of hot sauce was that?
I don't even know the names. They're all just ranked the highest heat rating at the place. So I kind of just grabbed 3 random flavors. I understand that the ghost pepper would be bad, but mixing 3 different flavors of hot sauce has to be just as bad, if not worse.
Not really.
Because they all include multiple types of peppers, so they might have different peppers, adding up to more.
You gonna go eat a piece of bread now?
Ah!
Yo, Pat,
His lips are like swelling or something right now. Are you guys seeing that?
We've got people in the stream chat commenting on your tracksuit life.
Tracksuit thug.
Am I at the time yet?
No, you got 10 more minutes.
Generic
He's
pose.
slowly dying right now, guys. He's slowly dying.
So he's got a generic name brand jacket with a generic pose. No, that's what I love.
And a Gears of War hat.
For real, though. Am I good?
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Give him another 2 seconds.
Miles.
You're really enjoying this, aren't you?
When this
Yes.
is done, you can go shave the rest of that mustache now.
Then after this, Miles is going to eat a pound of cheese.
Yeah!
No.
Yeah!
No, I'm gonna drink a pound of milk. Drink a pound.
Drink a pound of milk?
Are you drinking a pound of cheese?
Hold on, let me look this up real quick. Hold on.
You were drinking a pound of queso.
Cheese.
How much does a gallon of milk
Drinking
weigh?
a pound of cheese. Or pound of
Doing
milk,
queso.
I mean.
He's gonna melt it down and he's gonna drink it. I am fucking done.
I want to see how much a gallon of milk weighs. I want to see if he has to drink more than 1 gallon.
Oh,
Wait,
God.
what? A gallon of milk is 8.6 pounds?
Mm-hmm.
There's no way. It doesn't feel that heavy.
Ah,
What did you drink, Paz?
milk.
Milk. All right. How you
Technically,
feel?
I'd be eating 8 pounds of cheese if I drank a gallon of milk.
You know what? He kind of looks like one of the dudes off that Comedy Central show, Workaholics, Pascal.
Oh yeah, he is a workaholics, dude.
Nah, he looks like the bro dude.
Fire is in my
Whoa!
nose.
Fuck, dude from Workaholics.
Yeah, the bro dude.
The heat is in my nose, and I don't. This was a mistake.
Okay, Gerard the completionist.
It wasn't a mistake. It was a mustache.
I remember in the hot pepper gaming video, he freaking ate a habanero, and he was like, the first thing he said was, "This is a mistake."
Damn, you got a whole fucking heat kit with you, man. That's something
I'm eating
people
dinner.
didn't do.
You're eating dinner. All you're eating is a piece of bread.
Oh my god.
This is another fucking challenge.
Yo.
This is the speed eating.
Dinner with
Silence said Pascal looks like Nico's cousin off of GTA 4.
Oh, it really does.
Aw.
Because of the tracksuit?
Hey, Nico.
My
Let's
cousin.
go bowling.
My cousin want to go bowling.
Oh. Want to get some food?
Want to go to the strip club, eh?
Nice.
Yep.
All right, so I guess I'll start reeling in some of our special guests.
Alrighty, time to go back to the
Go for
gameplay
it.
then.
Oh God! This is physically
Now you know how
painful.
I feel. Now you know how
It's
I
not
feel.
even bad in my mouth anymore. It's in my nose.
That's what happened to me too.
So I'm
And
just
you're
gonna
be
message.
feeling it tomorrow too.
I'm
by
gonna
the
message
way.
all of them and say if they're
I want
ready, and
more
we'll see
milk
which
in
one
my
answers
nose, and I don't
first.
think that's a good idea.
Pask, you're gonna feel it tomorrow too, so be ready.
Fuck you.
Although the good thing is
Feel
hot
the 3
sauce.
a.m. when I wake up to take a shit.
Although by the way, hot sauce makes you feel all warm inside once you go to bed. Like,
All right.
I literally felt really weird the entire day after I drank that hot sauce. Like, it was like literally I had the air conditioning on like
Hello, what's up?
60.
All right, so we've got our first special guest, the first person to answer for our guest call-in segment. We've got Mr. Mo Magho.
Really fuckers put this as a video.
What's up? What's up, everybody? How you doing?
Doing very well. How
going
about
great, man.
yourself?
Yo.
Yeah, never mind the Momago. That's just my real name. Just call me Bone.
Call you Bone?
Yeah, like my username on the chat.
Okay, I got you.
All right, man.
Man, you guys, man, I'm really a fan of y'all, man. Oh, the thing you say, oh shit, the DSP thing. Oh my god, I'm so speechless. Like,
It
The
is.
DSP thing that we did?
yeah.
Which one in particular?
Oh my god, like I've been looking like everything on Phil. I was so curious on Phil and everything. Like the first thing I saw with Phil was Evil Ages video, Metal Gear. Like everybody knows that.
Mhm.
Everybody watched that.
Yep.
So I was trying to play Metal Gear, try to find some things to help me out. Then I stumbled on Phil's, and then I said, "Damn, how can somebody be that bad on a video game?" I had to see to believe it. Like it's impossible. How can a guy be so bad in a video game like that? It's like it's crazy. I was like so speechless. It's crazy. Oh my god. And then,
Yeah.
oh man. And then I stumbled on I watched every DSP's videos. Like, no, this is how you don't play. Like, I don't hate DSP. That's the thing. But it's so intriguing how bad he is and everything. I don't understand. It's crazy. He contradicts himself. He's fucking I'm sorry. How do you say it? Like, I'm from Canada, like Mughal, so I'm fresh Canadian. So I have a.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's finally great to talk to a real Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coincidentally enough, I'm actually from Quebec City, not Montreal.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason,
I'm from Montreal, though. I'm from Montreal.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that were asking me before, like when I said I was from Quebec, people are like, "Are you from Montreal?" And I was like, "No, I'm from like Quebec City."
Oh
Quebec.
shit, Montreal,
Quebec.
we gangster.
But I'm like one of the only family members out of like my family that actually doesn't have a French accent, which is really weird. So,
Man.
but yeah.
Another thing, I heard from your last podcast, like, did KG really KG joining is KG gonna do a talk, because you said if Evil just says he's gonna give $500 if KG comes in. Like, did he try to come in or no?
We don't know if he's gonna come in, because like we've even challenged them. Even AJ went out of his way to say, you know, I'm gonna donate $500 to the charity water, and if you come on the podcast, and if you don't, I'm still going to donate $250, but you're gonna have the title of the biggest pussy on the internet. That's pretty much what he said, and he hasn't really responded to it. Well, he did respond to AJ. In fact, I think he did respond to someone's video. I think with the Master. He responded to that video with the challenge, and he didn't really give us a valid reason as to why he doesn't want to come on the podcast. So pretty much doesn't. I don't think we're gonna have any luck with having him on the podcast anytime soon.
But I hope he does. I think he should consider, man. Like, let's hear about what's his opinion about if he's a crazy fanatic Phil, or I don't know, man. It's crazy that somebody may be a fan of Dark Side Phil. Like, the guy's a moron. That's the thing. He's a freaking moron. I never saw a moron in my life like that. Shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb. Like, I don't know what else to really say. Like, when I saw him responding to that, and he wasn't giving us like a valid reason as to why he doesn't want to come on, he just kept making excuses, and it is how it is, I guess. If he wants to like puss out, that's fine. So we'll see how it is now.
another thing, who made the video DSP Pain? Remember that video? It was a video clip, a trailer for Metal Gear Solid 5, Phantom Pain. That video.
Which one?
Which
one? I didn't hear you. Sorry.
The DSP Pain video. DSP Pain. It's a trailer of Metal Gear Solid 5, and in the video they included faces like Slow Beef, Chimpanzee, the Super Best Friends. I even saw. I even showed Wally about that. Wally in the Comic Con in my town last year. I showed him. He laughed his ass off like when he saw his picture. Like it's crazy, man. And like the guy's a genius. Oh my god, who made that video is. I never laughed my ass off all my life. Like another video I love is Hajime no Ippo. Like I don't know who made that. It's
King Crybabies. I remember that one.
Yeah, he made the Loophole uses DSP. Oh shit, Loophole do the Dempsey roll. I love it caught really my attention because I love boxing and I love Hajime no Ippo. So that video was my all-time favorite. So oh my god,
Awesome.
oh man.
Yeah, Crybabies does good work with his stuff.
I want to see more video like that.
Yeah,
bro.
I love Hajime no Ippo and seeing like when I saw that. God damn it, Pask!
What the fuck was that?
Ask, mute yourself.
I was
Did
going
you
to
just shave off the other half?
No, I didn't fully shave off the one half.
Bullshit. Anyway, I love Hajime no Ippo, and when I saw that video, like first thing I was like, "Hey, look, it's Hajime no Ippo!" Like someone actually is using a clip of it, and you can tell that person's a big fan of the anime to use that clip.
Yeah, for real, it reached me. And another thing, and Loophole, Lupo's not that bad. Like he's a good guy, but yeah, the second video he made like to destroy Phil, like it didn't make sense. I must agree with that. But I love the first video. He destroyed him in the Destiny. I laughed so hard. I don't know where he is now. Is he here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, you're here, Lupo, man. Good job for that first video, though.
What?
But the Destiny, it's a good video. Yeah. And you added the video clip. I don't know what band. I think it was Magic.
Yeah, Rude by Magic. Yep.
Yeah. Oh man, yes. Nice video though. And I'm still waiting for the Bully and the other video, the
top 10. Yep. Yeah. Well, I'm actually getting progressing on that more. And
yes.
Bully, one day soon, hopefully this year.
I'm actually working on part of my script for Loophole's video, and
word.
It's slowly progressing, the audio editing and making sure the clips and everything. I don't want to like stumble over my words reading over it, so I'm trying to get it the best way possible. But yeah.
And another question before I pursue my question, Fred, I love the He's a Man Part 2 video. It's a nice video. The Macho Man song was fit really perfectly. Saw him Phil dance his ass off. I never see a guy dance his ass off like that.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Thank you very much, man. I basically spent winter break putting that together. So I took my time and yeah, it was just basically a video where I just took my time doing it. I haven't felt any sort of pressure to put out new videos because there hasn't really been anything going on with Phil lately. So I figured I'd put something fun together.
I'm a big fan of the Being a Man series.
Yeah, me too. And I think that's the only video we'll see Phil do some exercise because we only see him eat junk food, crap food. I don't expect him to get high cholesterol and diabetes when all that food he's eating. Like it's fucked up.
He's got some nice dance moves though, doesn't he?
Yeah, for a man with a fucked up back, he sure dances like a friggin' dude with a normal back.
He's the dancing queen.
Guys,
dancing queen.
Guys, remember the Seattle Air healed him.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah. Well, this was back. The dancing was back in Connecticut, though.
He must have been sent to a vial of.
He must have like traveled.
Seattle Air.
He must have like traveled in time or some shit.
Nah, he was importing it.
But guys, Fred, thing with the video, what was the thing with Isaiah Triforce? I didn't get that.
Yeah, so basically there was a situation with him back when he was playing Street Fighter at the tournament level. Apparently there was some argument between Triforce and his friend Nestor.
Yeah.
Apparently, Nestor was saying some stuff about Triforce, and Triforce responded by saying some personal things about him. I think something, I forgot what it was, something about his personal life, something that sort of cut deep. And Phil responded by getting on a show. I don't know, I forgot what show they were on together, but they basically both got into a show. Phil basically threatened him and talked shit to him for, 45 minutes. And then, the moderator says, all right, well, I guess we basically said our piece here and let's leave it at that. And Phil says, all right, well, I'll leave it at that. But if you ever fucking say something, I'll kick your ass and you're fucking done. And
if you
run
ever
your
say
faggot
anything,
group.
and if you ever say anything about Nestor again, you're done.
Yeah, calls him faggot, tells him, all this other stuff. You saw me, you didn't do shit, and just goes on this tirade. And that's when, the moderator was like, all right, well, you guys both said enough, all right? This is enough of that arguing. Let's put it to bed. And Triforce plays it cool. He says, you know what? I'm not even going to respond to that shit. I had never seen Phil act like this since when did Phil become hardcore? But do you see this guy? He is threatening me on the radio.
Yeah.
I just thought it was beautiful.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Threatening somebody on the radio, shit.
If you look, I put in the comments, I put the actual link to the full interview. So it's pretty long, but if you wanted to watch it, the full interview is up.
Yeah, sure, no problem. I'll check it out. Like I said, Phil is so intriguing. Like all the shit he says, all goes backfire at him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, man. Darkseid Phil is a walking contradiction. Like it's crazy. Oh man. But another thing, like in fighting games, when I see him play fighting games, you can see him, he sucks, yeah, but at least he knows his basics. That's the only thing I can say to him. He's the biggest John. There's another thing I want to say. Like, the term John you say on the FGC community? I think somebody should make a petition and replace the term John to DSP, because DSP has surpassed the name John. So if somebody says no John, they should say no DSP.
We ain't having none of them fills.
Like that, yeah. Like the FGC doesn't like him, so that's what I heard. So.
Oh, nice! It looks like the Master just put up a video. I'm actually becoming a fan of the Master. We're gonna have to try to track him down, maybe get him on the podcast sometime. But the Master just put out a video. Let me see if I can link it for you guys about Phil's meltdown with some awesome video game music, I think.
Oh shit!
Yes, and he uses the hashtag TKOH forums, keeping it real with the hashtag.
Yes, yeah, we want to say thank you to everyone who's been using that hashtag. If you actually look, on there and look up the King Hate hashtags, or if you look up the hashtag King Hate forums, that hashtag is taken off, man. You just search it, and it's just a database of all the stuff that's been going on there. So it's really been a useful tool, and we go through there, we look at it, and we use that for material to bring up on the show. So thank you guys for using that.
All right, no problem.
Like, for real, though. Like, that... Oh, sorry, man. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, just with that forum stuff, like, whenever something happens, like, just post there. I know Fred just went over that. I don't know why I'm saying it again. But I just feel like... I don't even know what I was going to say, so fucking... I'm going to leave.
Pascal concurs.
Well, I also have a video that Phil doesn't want you guys to see when he got bodied. No. When he got bodied in Naruto, and he never put up his
shit.
and he never put on the he never put up his multiplayer matches in that game.
Oh shit! That was the one that he put behind the paywall, right?
Yep. And you know what?
Yeah.
I even had the audacity to actually, and that was me that uploaded the video. I had the audacity to, out of my own wallet, subscribe to him on Twitch only to get those videos, and then instantly cancel the subscription the minute I got the videos.
You know what's crazy, and looking back, like a reflective That Panda Lee video rant I did, it's gotten like a lot of exposure just because of the message I had in it. I kind of like, when I ranted on Phil, I was very calm, but with Panda Lee, I guess because of her attitude and her nature and her leeching ways, I got really freaking aggressive, and I kind of went into like a lesson about life in it. It's just crazy. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Any final thoughts? Thanks, Fred. Well, what can I say about Phil? If he wants to change, like I'm hearing the podcast, he should adapt and really change his ways if he wants to stay in this business, because he's fucking up. He won't stay long, like you said every time in the podcast. It's crazy, man. Ah, man. I don't know why he bothered play Naruto and everything. I just hope he doesn't play other games I like Persona 5. I heard he's gonna play that game. I'm upset. Shit. He doesn't even like RPG games. He doesn't have the patience. Like,
I don't even know why now, of all things, he wants to play Persona. That makes no sense to me.
Oh my goodness.
Oh gosh, Persona.
I don't know.
I have
thought
no
he stayed away.
Oh my goodness.
No
I
comment
thought he
on
stayed
Persona.
away from all Atlas-related games because of copyright on
Hey,
Arena.
Fred.
Wait a minute. You just said that if he plays Persona, it won't give him enough views.
Really?
Yeah, that's funny, right?
One of the most popular JRPGs ever made. Fucking no views. You kidding me?
Oh man. Well, anyways, thank you very much, Bone, for coming by.
No problem.
We'll make sure to keep in touch. I obviously added you on Skype, so we'll be talking soon, man.
Yeah, much respect to you guys, and see you later.
Hey,
Thank you
man.
so
Thanks
much,
for calling
man.
in.
Thanks for coming on, dude.
Thanks, bye.
All right, and now we'll move seamlessly to our next guest. We're connecting with them right now. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. And there we go. So we have our next call-in guest, Mr. Wilhelm. How's it going, buddy?
Hello here. Good evening from Germany. It's close to 3 a.m. in the morning.
Ah, good morning.
Oh, well, thank you very much for sticking with us. It's, what is it, Guten Morgen?
It is good morning.
Yeah,
Hey,
good Nacht.
all right.
Or whatever. First of all, I want to apologize for my bad English. As you notice, I have an accent like a Wolfenstein villain.
You're from Germany, aren't you?
Fine. No, I can
You said
understand
that, Bruegel.
perfectly. You sound a little bit like Dennis Seaver, the MMA fighter.
Thanks, Bask.
This guy is,
That was the
I'm
point.
also one of the old people. Yeah, I'm in my mid 30s. I'm actually older than Phil is. I'm an old geezer. Yes, it's true.
I'm 30. I'm 31, dude. I'm close to you.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I could. Well, I'm playing video games since I'm 4, so I could tell a long story. So basically, I had an almost close background story like Phil has, except I got a healthy back and I've got full chromosome string. Yeah, but yeah, well, I'm mostly known as Die Stimme in the TKO forum. I wrote the infamous Holocaust.
Oh,
thread.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hey, that was really well written, man.
Yeah, I'm not so happy. I'm very much a critic about myself. I just choose my words wisely, and that's why. Yeah.
No, like I said, it was good, man. Honestly, and
Yeah.
it was well written, and it was, the thing is, it was factual. There was actual emotion behind it. You know, it wasn't just like something where somebody was sticking something to him. It was legitimate. It was relevant. It was on the anniversary of those events. And, you know, it was factual. There was actual, you know, this is what's going on in the world. This is their perception of what you said. And this is how it affects people. And it was actually a lot more genuine.
Well, he was pointing out that I'm just using that event to write something negative about him, something bad and something. But I guess if I'd made 2 separate posts, it wouldn't change his answer. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's the point. Yeah. And that, I was really surprised he answered to it and he closed the thread. But it's typical for him. Yeah. I'm writing. I'm choosing my words wisely because that IQ with my brain is on my heels. Yeah, Yeah, I got 2 warning points for that. And he still got no evidence about it. So, well, he warned me once.
You got the 2 warning points from I Cured with My Brain?
Yes, and I was repeatedly asking him if he got any evidence. I said, "Oh, you abusive behavior, you insulted Phil." I said, "Proof, evidence, got any screenshots, nothing?" And so he said, "See, I was going to take away these 2 warning points, yeah, in a week, but now they're permanent. Yeah, deal with it. That's what I'm doing. Yeah." Damn it. But that's I Cured with My Brain. I guess people know about him, so well, don't care much about it.
It just seems like he gets personally offended when anyone says something about Phil. It's almost like to I Cured with My Brain, if you say something about Phil, you're saying something about him. He takes it very personally.
Yeah, but then it's his problem, not mine. Yeah, I try to avoid any insults, slander words, and something. Of course, something I'm writing is not it's sometimes offending people. Yeah, but that's my opinion, and I just avoid to go below a certain level. Yeah, I'm just trying to express myself in what I'm writing. Yeah.
No, of course. And like I said, that was one of the most well-written posts that I've seen in a while. So definitely,
I appreciate that, and I got lots of likes and something. Yeah,
of course.
But it seems like I dodged the whole purge. Phil and the mods did, because I'm not associated with the SOK, and I'm using different names everywhere. But what can you say? Yeah, the forum is just. It's just a pile of rubble. It's just messed up. He wants to be the king of the rules, yeah, of the ruins, nothings.
Yeah, that's completely right.
Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah. But I'm staying there as long as I can, and I'm trying to act like a voice of reason. But I'm not without any sense of humor. So I applied to become a mod there. Yeah, just for the lulz. Yeah, and see how to get any reaction. The basic problem is, I don't know what the mods are going, or Phil is going to do after watching this. Yeah, but I don't care, because if I behave, if I'm nice in the forum or not, it doesn't matter. I get blocked or banned or warned anyway. So who cares? Yeah. Yeah,
it's just so frustrating to be part of that forum. Like I said, I just stopped. I stopped participating on there. I just look every now and then when people link me on Twitter, and I check it out when we're live streaming just to see if anything happens. But other than that, I really don't care what happens on the forums anymore. And I hope that a lot of other people are going to sort of get fed up with it on their own terms. I'm definitely not going to sit here and encourage people don't go there anymore. But I will definitely say to keep an open mind and just to be aware of what's going on, because I think eventually a lot of people are going to come to that conclusion themselves that it's just not worth it to go there.
Yeah, like the forums are pretty much on a downward spiral.
Yeah, I mean, Wilhelm, I don't know if you know this, but Kyoko obviously is one of the former moderators there that was demodded just for being fair and being open to seeing both sides.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised that he is both Kyoko and Ribbit. Yeah, back on back on Twitch, I once said he's one of the better mods of that. Yeah, but anyways, it doesn't matter. Everything you say to Phil in any way is that he comes up with the same old story that you're a hater, you are a bully, whatever the fuck. Yeah, and seriously, yeah, what's wrong with this guy? Yeah, I mean, he's almost my age. He's almost my age, and I'm ashamed for my generation. Yeah, it's awful. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. He got a nice house, or the bank got a nice house. Yeah, he's living in.
He's borrowing it.
Yeah, he's borrowing it. Yeah, he's just occupying it. Yes, sir. And he wakes up to this girlfriend of him. Yeah, that's nice. He said, yeah.
Girlfriend. I mean daughter.
A full-time girlfriend, as he said.
Yes, he's a full-time babysitter.
It's terrible. Yeah? I mean, they deserve each other.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing, too. I mean, he talks about this debt that he has to try to take care of, but that was his own choice. He chose to go move across the entire country with his girlfriend, move her in, and buy a $250,000 house when he already had a condo that he needed to take care of.
And the BMW.
And the BMW, yeah. I mean, these are his choices. Nobody made these choices for him.
Do you have any idea how it's expensive? Also, expensive car. Yeah, they are built here. It's called Bayerische Motorwerke. It's in my home state here.
Yeah.
I mean, it blows my mind. Yeah.
If you buy a luxury car and you live in a $250,000 house, you should not be complaining to anybody about your debt problems or having other people bail you out, especially when you made those choices recently.
Well, I shouldn't say that because I'm driving Mercedes-Benz myself, but
but we don't see you openly trying to tell people that they need to donate to you and stuff like that. I mean, he's basically at a point where he just plays video games and he depends on people's generosity to be able to sustain himself.
Well, on the verge or on the edge of the 70 years of the Holocaust anniversary, I wouldn't call a person, a human being, a parasite. Yeah, but seriously, Phil is getting close to that term. Yeah, he's describing it. He leeches off people dumb enough to give money to him or to watch his crap. Yeah, he spams on YouTube. It blows my mind. Yeah, and he says, "Oh, it oozes jealousy and something." I said, "What?" Yeah, you have to see this. Yeah, people are working their ass off. Yeah, and I got an expensive hobby myself. I'm collecting PlayStation 3 and 4 games, and then something. But I don't walk out and tell everybody about it. Yeah,
exactly.
And he says, "Oh, don't. It's very private about me. You can tell about it. And I'm playing WWE Supercard and something. It's not of your business." But he's telling it like when?
Exactly.
Like how often? Yeah, exactly. And he said, "I've really spent hundreds of dollars on it."
What he does as a full-time job is what normal people come home and do to relax after work and to unwind.
I don't call it a job. I call it as a business model or his source of income, but it's not a job.
Right.
Seriously.
Well, I use the term loosely, but I just mean to say what he does for a living is what normal people come home to do after work to relax and unwind.
Yeah, that's basically the point. Yeah, it blows my mind. And he does a shitty job at that.
Exactly. I mean, he plays video games for a living.
No, everything points out to it. He is fucking lazy. Yeah. He shows up late. He doesn't do research. He doesn't do shit. Yeah, and you can make some incredibly shitty, eye cancer causing fan art. Yeah, and he said, "Oh, I'm going with it." Yeah, and I think he sometimes doesn't know what he's doing. He lacks the intelligence. But that's to me. Yeah.
You guys got to remember, this is the guy that complained that his parents didn't get him an action figure for his birthday or Christmas or whatever. And this is the guy that uploads videos in bulk so much that he uploads a 1-second video clip, and probably in hopes that people watch it and give him more money.
Guess what? You give me money. You give me extra money, so thank you so much. Yeah, it's stuck in my mind. Yeah, I sometimes feel sorry about him. Sometimes, but then the next 5 minutes, he tweets something and I regret it. I said no. He wants that. He's sitting in this BMW and drives with 200 miles. Yeah, pedal to the metal against the wall of bricks. That's what he wants.
Yeah,
that's what he gets. Yeah.
There's a lot of other things he's done too, like the King of Hate. Like when he was doing his little gaming giveaway thing, when there's a few things that I remember him doing. He wouldn't go 2 miles, like 2 minutes away to the frickin' post office and mail them out directly after he chose the winner. And Then pretty recently, he decided to make that video about those license plates and start making up all of these ridiculous like ideas that the former occupants were like stealing cars and like all this other stuff or like breaking them down for parts or whatever it was. I don't remember exactly.
It's kind of unintentionally funny, but yeah, it was like the X-Files taking place right in his room. Yeah, it's like the haunting in Connecticut in Seattle for him. Yeah.
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 So I got one.
Yeah,
Remember that one time? Well, I don't know if y'all remember this. There was one time when DSP was at a con or something. He was at I think it was Comic-Con or something. It was some type of gaming convention. He had a panel there. So, I remember he said one thing that it was a panel. He said one time that he would never ask people for money. He said he'll keep doing it. Don't matter if he gets $1 a day. He'll keep doing it because he loves his job so much. And look at him now. He has a Patreon.
And he's begging for views and for everything, saying, "Come back to me."
And where are the perks?
I don't care if you don't like me. You gotta be spreading around my content.
Whenever I think about this, I think of that song that's like, "Baby, come back, you can blame it all on me" or something, queuing in my head for some reason.
I'm just glad I'm not younger, because I don't want DSP to ruin my childhood. I mean, fucking polio did, but not DSP. Yeah.
So thrill him.
Yeah, it's awful. Yeah.
Somebody asked in the chat, what do you think of the whole Dead Space Nazi incident?
It's mind blowing. I mean, if you would pull this off in Germany, yeah, your social life ends. Period. Yeah. You're branded as a Nazi and you cannot wash it off. It's like someone took a knife and cut it in your forehead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's something like I am Isaac Heimler. Yeah, what more? I mean, if he says I was drunk, yeah, or I was on speed or something, yeah, I could understand it. Or he apologized. Yeah? I've never seen a video, a post, a tweet somewhere where he apologized about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw. I forgot. I think it was maybe KG or something. Made a claim that he apologized and said that he did it in some video, but never linked it. So I guess people think that at least one person thinks he did.
Because he keeps repeating it. He says, "I apologize hundreds of times," and people believed it, yeah, without questioning it. It blows my mind.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I see. Yeah, it's basically what. And he dragged on for it for 5-6 minutes, yeah, and killing all these necromorphs and calling them Jews and something. Yeah, it's what was he thinking? Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't even think it was funny. It was just tasteless.
Yeah, Phil doesn't think. I mean, if you look at the Last of Us, I don't remember which playthrough, maybe in the first or maybe in the second, when he's playing as Ellie and she gets grabbed from behind, he starts making a rape joke about a young girl, basically. I mean, who the fuck does that?
Wait, really? He really said that?
Yeah, he really said that. Oh, she's about to get raped!
No, that's just offensive.
That's just stupid. I mean, really, and the guys can back me up in here. They've probably seen it too.
Yeah, I think
Somewhere.
I've seen it.
I mean, really.
Terrible. Yeah. And I just can't say, if you don't like him, go away or something. No, I can't. Yeah. At my age, people tend to be stubborn. Yeah, and stand their ground. They say, here, I have an opinion and I stick with it. Yeah, be it right or wrong or something, or if people want to hear it or want not. Yeah, but the Dead Space thing, it was the worst thing he's pulled off as a person for me. Yeah. And Howard Stern did it. Yeah, he made it fun of it. Well, Howard Stern is a Jew, and he is of Austro-Hungarian descent. Yeah, he can get away with it, like one of the South Park makers is Jewish, and the other one is Mormon. They can pull off these jokes. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's just saying it. But DSP, but Phil, he was Italian descent or something. or just some fried couch potato. Yeah. He's like Peter Griffin with a goatee.
Very good comparison.
We'll be fair. Peter Griffin's more cooler than Phil.
Yeah, I mean, he's got
Peter Griffin has redeeming qualities.
and he's got a better wife or woman. And well, I'm happy that Penelly wakes up next to him instead of a decent human. So, yeah.
Oh man. So, yeah. Thank God it's not me.
Seriously.
So, Wilhelm, that was an awesome call, man. We really appreciate you calling in. Obviously, we really appreciate you staying up with us. And obviously having the international audience is great. We're glad that people from all over the world are starting to, recognize that Phil has some glaring flaws, and we can all discuss them,
But,
in a fun way. We can all have fun.
Yeah, but keep in mind, this is all classified, and I've never been talking to you.
That's right. Don't worry. This is not like recorded or live or anything like that. It's just a private conversation between
Because
us.
if I find out something that you have been snitching on me, you are done.
Oh, no. You're bullying me, sir. You're blocked off Twitter now.
We are the Germans. Where is the money, Lebowski?
You can no longer watch the SOK podcast because you're a bully, sir.
Yeah, so...
Gonna block.
But then I'm
blocked off the stream, Chad. You're railing at all.
But now, excuse me, I have to go, sit in my corner and cut myself because of that. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Good night, and have a fun time. It was a pleasure to talk with you, and thanks for the stream to endure me.
Oh, of course, man. No problem.
Anytime, dude.
Thank you for calling in, man. We really appreciate it.
Okay.
You were an awesome guest, sir.
You really were. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I did my best. Yeah. Okay.
Thanks for coming on, dude.
See you, buddy. We'll keep in touch, man.
Yeah, man.
Take it easy.
Peace.
All right. So we'll, again, seamlessly move on to our next call-in guest. We've got Mr. Zaibatsu from the King of Hate forums. How's it going, good sir?
Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad at all. How you doing on this night?
I'm doing fine. I'm just been listening to you guys, and I've been enjoying a lot of what you guys have had to say, and it's kind of cool to hear Drillbit's perspective on things, and yeah, so.
Of course, man. Now, obviously, I think a lot of people know you from the King of Hate forums. Obviously, you had this sort of saga going on where you applied to be a moderator and they declined it, and then they wouldn't give you any details on why.
Yeah, I'm not going to get too much into it because I think a lot of people already know the story.
Oh, of course.
But, so basically, I just sent in a moderator application. I have to give credit to Static. He was very open with me about what was going on with it and that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I cured it with my brain. Eventually, messages me and says that it's been declined, and I ask him why, and he basically won't give me a reason, and I just kind of say it's unprofessional of the moderators to kind of not give any reasoning behind their decisions.
Exactly.
And if you want my honest opinion, I think it's just because I had critical things to say against Phil. I don't think there's any other reason.
No, of course. And that's the thing, like, there are two things. First of all, this sort of backs up my theory that they sort of send Static to be the bearer of bad news because he sort of has a decent reputation. I don't think that, obviously I think there's some people that are frustrated with some things that he does, but I don't think that overall people dislike him. I think that people are at the least are neutral on him, and I think that's why they roll him out to be the bearer of bad news for decisions that are made by senior staff as a whole. So that includes I Cured With My Brain, Onyx, King of Kings. Again, I don't know much about the guy, but it seems like they card out Static even when he doesn't really know what's going on to give the bad news. And then obviously the second part is to not be accountable to their stuff. I'm surprised they didn't tell you it was classified.
Yeah, about Static Veins, I can see how he might be kind of stuck in the middle of things. Like, I guarantee, and even as Drillbit said, they basically told him not to talk so openly about DSP and to kind of stay on the positive side. So he's kind of like under an obligation to not say much.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to really harp on him much, but eventually, I was banned and stuff, and I didn't get a reason for anything. Just basically for challenging them to their credibility of why they basically declined the application, and that's really pretty much it. I also sent a message saying why there was a thread about me in the staff section. It was like what Zaibatsu was really after and that kind of crap, and it's like, so first of all, you decline my application, you don't give me a reason, and then you go behind my back and kind of make this thread discussing what I was really after and some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's not really important. The fact is that I got banned for literally nothing, and I have to give credit to I'm just gonna call him Drillbit because I don't know how to pronounce his current name, but he responded to me, and he was very professional about everything. I didn't even get a chance to I think I did get a chance to respond to him, and then I was just banned instantly. And I've went back on the forums multiple times to kind of like ask why I was banned or find a reason and see how long the duration of my punishment was, basically, and I just get nothing. Like,
yeah.
I'll message Onyx, and he'll just ban me right away, and then I'll message the lead moderators. I message all three of them, and they don't respond. And I think part of that is because I don't think they have any involvement. I think it's all Onyx, and they just kind of want to stay out of it because they don't want to be demoted.
Yeah.
I think I don't know anything about King of Kings. I don't even think he posts anything.
He's like the mysterious man. I know he shows up in certain threads. I think I've seen people get warning points from him, but overall, I really don't know anything about the guy. I don't even know if maybe he had a username before. We're slowly finding out that almost everybody from the old forums is now on the new forums. So, yeah, I really don't know, but it just really seems like, yeah, you seem like you really know what's going on here in terms of what your theories. Like, I think that iCured has a lot to do with it. I think that Onyx has a lot to do with it. And I feel like they don't want to say the reasons why they ban people and why they do the things they do because they're going to sound really petty and they're going to give people ammunition to talk about them. If they come out and publicly say, yeah, we banned you because you talk too much shit about Phil. Boom. There you go. That's everything that people want to see because they already know that that's the truth and they want to be able to tweet about it and stuff like that. And, they almost feel as though they're in some sort of gotcha game to where if they tell the truth about their actions, then they're going to be called out for their actions.
Yeah, you're completely right, and I don't even think it's that. I think they don't have a reason, and they can't come up with a reason, so they just don't say it, basically. And what you said about I cured it with my brain, I hear he's like one of the worst moderators on there. I personally haven't had an issue with him. He messaged me. He was the one who messaged me saying that my application was denied and stuff and wouldn't give me a reason. But that's really no big deal to me. Onyx ultimately is the one who banned me. And he actually came out and kind of said why. And so did Static Veins. Like, Static Veins said that I was spamming and insulted the moderators, which isn't true at all. And I've already proved that. And I think the Mighty Onyx said something about, like, I would make a bunch of threads and after they got deleted, I would just keep making them over and over again. But the thing is, this happened after I was banned, and it has nothing to do with why I was banned. So he's like blatantly lying about that. It's just really shady shit. Like honestly, I don't get how anyone can use that website, and I'm pretty much done with it completely.
Yeah.
Because I showed you the screenshots yesterday. I messaged the head moderators like asking for a second chance, and I asked them that I was sorry that I kind of caused a public retaliation about the whole ordeal, and the Mighty Onyx basically offered me he would change my name to whatever I wanted besides Zaibatsu on the account that I was appealing on, and I was like, but what's wrong with Zaibatsu? And then he just instantly banned me right after. So at this point, it's just like, oh, fuck it. It's not really worth my time. Nothing's going to change. And I don't know. It's just kind of a lost cause.
Yeah.
So that's really all I have to say about that.
Alrighty. So obviously, you have a forum that you're part of. You invited me to it, and I think it would be good just to sort of plug it, I guess, let people know about it, and maybe some people can go there too.
Yeah, the website is divinity614.com. So the word divinity was 614. And then you're all welcome to come on there if you want. I was actually a manager of the website. There's a community on there who doesn't have a clue what the hell DSP is, but they're still gonna be nice and welcome you and stuff if you ever want to come and hang out.
Awesome.
And it's just a temporary website until I think Breezy makes a website for everyone to come on.
Yeah,
basically. What was it called again? I'm sorry.
It's called divinity614.com.
Okay.
Go ahead, Fred.
We're basically we're sitting and waiting and seeing who's going to make a forum. Obviously, the SOK was in a position to make our own forum, but we felt like it wouldn't be the best thing to do. We felt like it'd be a lot of headaches, so we all voted against it, and we probably won't. The SOK in particular won't make a forum of our own that we're gonna, moderate and do all that kind of stuff. But we're open to obviously going into other forums and stuff like that. That aren't under our control and stuff like that. So, yeah, sounds good. I think also, Miles, you made a forum too?
Yeah, I did. No one knows about it really, so.
A friend of mine.
Google has one too.
Yeah, I was gonna say my YouTube partnership actually has a forum that's running right now, and I'm actually a moderator on there. So, yeah, that's a good community. There's a lot of awesome people on there. Well, it just opened up, but there's a lot of great people on there, and we got word that a lot of some speedrunners are going to be joining that forums and that at some point. We've actually got in contact with like a lot of people for the Fuse 4 podcast as well. So the community is growing very slowly. We're trying to bring back the forums because it was dead for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Nice.
Figured I'd go ahead and plug it.
Yeah, so if you want to link it in the chat, we'll have that. And yeah, I registered for the Divinity forum. I also registered for this Fuse 4 one. And I think it's a good thing. I think that people should find alternatives if they want to be able to speak freely about stuff. Obviously, being able to talk, basically the idea when you're on Phil's forum is that you're sort of communicating with him or communicating with his community in an effort to have your message reach him in some sort of way. But obviously, for all the off-topic stuff and for the stuff about Phil that won't fly there, I think these other forums would be a good place to sort of, build a little community there. And yeah, we really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. And I recently just heard about Phil's breakdown on his forums.
Yes.
And I read that in just pure fucking amazement at how someone can just be this dense.
It really is incredible, isn't it?
It is. And the most mind-boggling thing is how he responded to Dad's bullshit.
Yeah, that's
Like-
what that was. That
Yep.
gigantic one. I don't know if we forgot to mention that, but yeah, basically Das, a friend of the show, good guy overall, talented as well. He just started a Let's Play series, just in case you guys didn't know. But anyways, he posted a long, well thought out post, and he even said he did it like on his mobile device, so that was even more impressive. But he put out a well thought out, basically broke down the different sections. He talked about DSP's vlogging, the difference with his gaming, what he can do to improve himself, all that stuff. No slander, no BS, just, a really well thought out critique. And Phil responded by basically having a meltdown. That's what everybody's referring to it as.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting that he's actually trying to bother with Phil, because I live literally 20 minutes away from Daz bullshit. He lives in Seattle too, and I've met him in person and I've talked to him a lot, and he just doesn't seem like the guy who would be bothered with this bullshit. Like, it's amazing how he can just come on these forums and have literally everyone agree with him, no matter if you're a fan or a critic. He makes I think he makes literally some of the best points of anybody on that entire forum, and Phil just doesn't get it. He literally stated that Daz bullshit is like the main reason why people are switching the channel or whatever he said.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, no, this has been going on for years.
Exactly.
Like, literally for me, it's when he attacked Evil AJ, that's when I basically changed the channel, and since then, it's been his work, not Daz bullshit. That's bullshit, just like literally found out about him in 2014, I'm pretty sure, so it's... And besides, his parody stuff about Phil is really milquetoast. Like, there is nothing wrong with what he does, and it's accurate. That's
Exactly.
the thing. It's accurate. I literally doubt he even watches them, because he just calls them malicious just to call them malicious.
AJ condenses it because obviously there's a focus on the video is Phil fucking up and blaming the game and stuff like that, and then he puts other people's words in terms of comments.
Yeah, and I kind of called Phil out on that on Twitter. Like, he said some kind of shit today about, oh, everyone just attacks me because I have the balls to say stuff behind the camera. And that was the funniest thing, too, because he literally admits he doesn't have the balls to say things in person, and instead behind the camera.
Exactly.
But then he goes on about, like, every single video about me is just malicious and ill intent, and I was like, and then he said, here's the best part. He says, oh, that bully video of me they took 20 minutes out of the 6 years that I've been doing this and put it in the one video, and I'm like, dude, do you actually think that's the only thing that's out there? I think if you actually gave a shit and watched even one of the videos, you'd maybe start to get it. Because you know for a fact he doesn't watch any of this shit. But,
No, of course he doesn't. I mean, he acts as though he's so busy. I mean, his normal day... Let me try to plot out his whole day. All right.
Yeah.
He wakes up, right? He goes downstairs. He either has a bowl of cereal or he has Leanna make him breakfast. Then he goes on WWE Supercard. Then he goes online a little bit, maybe checks his forums, checks Twitter real quick for people that are giving him stuff. Grabs some fan art so that he can get his stream together. Spends about 15 minutes putting together his stream, goes live, comes off, eats lunch or eats dinner, plays some Supercard, starts up the stream again, eats dinner, goes to watches movies, and goes to bed. Does that seem reasonable? That seems like his day, right?
It's pretty much his day, and it's mind-blowing, because right now, I just don't get how he can excuse not being able to do his second stream, because he'll just watch a fucking 2-hour movie instead. Like, I understand he'll come back at you saying it's my time to relax a bit, but you have time to relax every night. You watch a movie with your girlfriend every night, so you can't just take one night out to put towards your living, and it's like, and the most mind-boggling thing is that he always just says this is so stressful. After a stressful night, I'm finally going to sleep, and just cries about it on Twitter, and I don't even know what to say to that, because don't get me wrong, people who actually put the time in their Let's Play videos and edit them and edit out all the bullshit that happens and makes it enjoyable and that stuff, those people are working hard, but this guy doesn't work at all. What he does is not really something I would classify as work. If you want to see something that's work, go talk to Daz Bullshit, who puts about 1 million times more effort into making parody videos of the guy who puts like no effort into his shit. So it's nuts how ignorant he is.
Let me just take a second here to publicly criticize Carl. You use Internet Explorer?
He said
Sadly,
it
I
before.
do, because it's just convenient for me.
What is wrong with you?
Well, quite a bit, actually.
Internet Explorer, how dare you? Everybody in the stream chat ridicule this man. Internet Explorer.
Well, I use Chrome sometimes, if that's saving grace.
Exposed.
Yeah, I take pride in my Internet Explorer, man. I take pride in that shit.
Yeah, you explore the entire internet there, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Did you upgrade from
Mr.
Netscape or
Weird.
what?
What?
Did you upgrade from Netscape?
No, I still use that occasionally. No, I still use it occasionally. It's
Oh
convenient.
man. What is that? I think I hear Bonzi Buddy in the background.
Yeah, that plus, what do you call it? I use Earthlink once in a while, too.
Internet Explorer. How dare you? Yep, see, we got, well, look at the chat. There we go.
Hello, my name is Bonzi.
Nice. But sorry to cut you off. It was just such a, it was like a breaking news item that I had to expose Carl on. Internet Explorer, Carl. Jesus.
Yeah, dude, it's no problem.
Oh, bring it, people. Come on, keep bringing it. Come on.
Like when you use Internet Explorer, that's a bigger problem than Phil, honestly.
I bet you Phil uses Internet Explorer, Carl.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I use Chrome too, so at least I have that.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, that's really all I have to say.
AOL 3.1.
But yeah,
Holy
other
shit,
than
that's
that,
one way back.
Yeah. Yeah,
Other than
hold
that,
on. I gotta get my AOL disc. Hold on.
There you go.
Dude, I gotta find that sound now. Hold on.
He's got one of those compact PCs with the colored plastic on it. You remember those?
Oh god.
I had one of those. My parents bought that one. They bought the gray one.
No, it's one of those old Mac computers that's just like, it's the monitor, pretty much. Remember
Oh,
those?
with the plastic, the bubble one?
Yeah, the bubble one. It's like colored and shit. There's like a orange one, a blue one, a red one.
Oh, well, thank you.
Wasn't that Apple actually that did that?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Compaq did one to like sort of mimic it, but here Dagar Durba, I don't know how I'm terrible with names. Actually pointed out something true. The browser I use is Firefox.
Really, motherfucker?
He's calling to get a Dell.
Oh. Wow.
And then your mom picks up the phone. Mom, I'm on the internet.
Come on. I was downloading that for 10 hours.
Those were the days.
I don't see anybody reminiscing, looking back to missing dial-up, Che.
Well, I mean, I'm just talking about from nostalgia. I'm not saying that I wish freaking dial was
nostalgia
on.
point, yeah.
I remember downloading an episode of South Park, and I had to let it go overnight for 2 nights.
damn, jeez.
Yes.
Yeah.
God
No, I remember my
Downloading
brother.
porn was terrible back then.
I remember my brother was trying to download some fucking anime movie or whatever. It took him like 4 days. It was like a gig. That was like back in like 2001 when we first had a computer.
I remember downloading music was a lot, and I actually remember this back in music class. I think it was like maybe 6th grade or something like that. our music teacher would let us. I forgot if it was art. No, you know what? It was art class. Our teacher would let us pick music to play during class, and she would use Kazaa, or either that or LimeWire, and illegally download music right in class and let us play it. Like, we would pick whatever music we want. She would download it, but it would take like 5 or 10 minutes to download a song. And this was at a school, so they had good internet back then.
Not to mention, man, the commitment when me personally was younger, and I had dial-up for 2 years. I must have been 12. This was like back in 2004 or whatever. The commitment to look at porn was horrible. It took like 10 minutes to load one fucking page.
God damn it.
Damn it, no, man.
No, Windows 98, motherfucker.
Damn it.
I don't need that shit. So, Kamasubu just tweeted at Carl.
Yeah, I saw.
So how many viruses and malware have you gotten from using Internet Explorer?
Nice. I hope this becomes Carl's gimmick, that people hate on him for using Internet Explorer. We're going to publicly shame him until he just goes to Chrome altogether.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So with that form that you recommended me to go to, well, you recommended all of us to sign up for.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me this is a RuneScape form.
It's not just it's not just that. It's a bunch of other shit too. I don't really play the game that they offer. It's just like they offer World of Warcraft too, like a private server kind of thing. But the forums is just whatever. Most of them on there don't even really care about the server. So,
all right,
it's like whatever. If you just want to come on and talk with people, it's cool.
I mean, I'm just looking at it. Looks like it's a free form, yeah, but it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice looking.
Yeah. It was really popular at one point, so they got a lot of money and put a lot of work into it. So.
Alrighty, so Mr. Zaibatsu, thank you very much for calling in. We appreciate it. We love having you on. We love hearing from you, and we'll keep in touch. If anything else comes up, we'll definitely be talking to you in the future, man. Is there anything else that you want to plug or anything else you want to say before we let you off?
Nah, I do want to say one thing, that I really fucking love your DSP is a man kind of videos. That kind of stuff. I actually messaged him one time to like maybe meet up or something, since we live like 10 minutes away, and I would tell him how to like no, I'm not telling him like come and fight me or anything. I was just like I was just telling him how to like improve his content and that kind of stuff, if but he of course didn't respond to me.
You should have told him you'd pay him for an autograph.
Yeah, I would definitely pay him for a fucking autograph. He would sign those
business cards,
empty video game boxes.
Business cards? No. You don't deserve
cards.
A game box. You didn't win any sort of drawing. You're getting a business card, my friend.
But yeah, you definitely hit the nail in that he would never ever talk like anything to anyone in person like that. And it's funny because I listened to like Justin Wong saying he was about to get beat up and he was crying and all that stuff. Yep. And it just kind of shows what kind of person he is. Like, he tries to act hard on the internet, but I guarantee you anytime out of the internet he would run.
And Justin Wong isn't the type of person where he talks shit or anything. From what I've seen, he's been very tight-lipped about Phil because he just doesn't want to say anything negative about him, but they were on the topic, and he just told the truth,
Yeah, apparently he gets, like, barraged with questions about Phil, like,
of course,
nonstop. And I have to give a lot of respect to the guy for being as milquetoast as possible about it. But yeah, I did offer to, like, meet up with Phil and just tell him how to improve his content and that kind of stuff. Dad's Bullshit actually did it too. But,
absolutely. Yeah.
Of course, he wouldn't listen to anyone, so whatever.
So yeah, man, like I said, dude, thank you very much for calling in. Like I said, you're a good friend of the show, and we'll follow up with you sometime soon, and we'll be in touch, man.
Yeah, no problem. So just take it easy, guys, and it was fun being on.
Man. Of course.
All right.
See you,
Take
buddy.
care.
And last but not least, we will transfer over to our last and final call-in guest for the night. We had 4 tonight. Obviously, we wanted to get a lot of people's opinions on what's going on and stuff like that. But just in general, we've got our next call-in guest, the one.
Hello.
How's it going, buddy?
Good. How about you?
Not too bad.
So yeah, I'm kind of new to this. How does it work?
So basically, you talk to a cast of characters known as the Sons of Kojima live on the air, and you just say whatever you want. We can ask you general questions. You can ask us questions, however you want. Open forum.
Talk about burritos if you really wanted to.
Or Internet Explorer. I prefer we talk about Internet Explorer.
Let's talk about Internet Explorer. The one. When is the last time you used Internet Explorer?
Seriously.
That would probably have to be, God, when I first got my computer.
Oh.
Like when I was 10.
Okay.
Old man Carl.
And what was appealing about Internet Explorer? Was it the fact that it came pre-installed, or was it just the easiest to use for a 10-year-old?
It was the easiest to use, but then I got tired of it, and I went to Chrome.
Ooh.
Chrome's better.
Yes.
Man, oh man.
Chrome is.
What do you still use Explorer for anyway? Like,
What?
what do you use Explorer for? The internet.
Just everything. I just use Chrome and Internet Explorer. I just use both.
He's slowly changing the story now. Well, I use it.
I said I use Chrome also, but I generally I use both, but I primarily use Internet Explorer.
Mm-hmm.
What do you use Internet Explorer for nowadays? Well, I know you can use it to get viruses.
You know, porn.
Not even porn. Like, it takes forever to get porn. Chrome has private browsers.
Yeah.
You don't have
Wait,
to
hold on. Opera Mini is a good choice if you're using it for that purpose.
Nah, seriously, I just use it just for everyday stuff.
Yeah, take advice from Che over here. He's the fucking connoisseur of snuff.
Yeah, he is.
Thank you, Fred.
Or sorry,
Thank you.
smut. I apologize.
Thank you,
Oh,
Fred.
I thought you were talking about murdering.
And he's a volleyball champion.
And he's a volleyball champion. He's a championship observer of volleyball. He brings his nice little.
Observer.
He brings binoculars on a stick. You ever seen them fancy
Well,
shits?
not all of us, okay, could freaking bet $1,000 at the racetrack after we got done having dinner with the senator at the local country club, Fred.
That's right. I bet $1,000 on all of them. I play it safe.
What are you talking about? He sits there at the sidelines as a fucking cheerleader.
I'm
little
just
pom-poms
wanting them.
and
I just want all of them to have fun and have a good time. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He sits there with like a mini camera to take pictures.
All right.
Anyways, little Mr. Should I call you the one, Mr. One? How should we do this?
My real name is Tobias.
Tobias. Wow. Okay. Well, you are the one. So, Mr. Tobias, what do you have any sort of stories with DSP or just generally? Can you tell us how you found the guy?
It would have to be through his first Fallout playthrough where he was drunk in his parents' attic. I think that's where he was. Or the Heavy Rain one.
Yes.
And he's gone bad after that.
Mm-hmm.
Really bad.
Yeah. Do you have a certain point where you sort of said enough is enough? I can't support this man anymore.
Well, first the blip. I thought I kind of gave him a little slack. I was like, okay, whatever, fine. Then he started to be an asshole, like where he said, "Thank you, worthless humans, for the views." It's like, whoa, dude, that's kind of harsh.
Mm-hmm. It was a gradual thing, you know.
Yeah.
Almost like if you were a fan, you didn't really notice it. It was a
Yeah.
lot of outside observers that saw him for the first time, and they're like, "Dude, what the fuck? What's this guy's problem?" And it's sort of like you get to a certain point where you look back and you're like, "Oh wow, he did change a lot," but I just didn't see it because he was doing it so gradually. It was just a little comment here and there, and then it just became a thing, and people thought it was funny, so I did too. You know what I mean? It's just a gradual thing that happens.
Yes, exactly. And also the message we had where he said he showed that machinima person this is how you don't play kind of crap. The thing is, why would the machinima person apologize? It's his own mistakes in the videos. It's not anyone else's.
I think he was trying to get the point across that the guy was apologizing for that he would have to deal with that for some reason. Even though, again, why would the machinima person have to apologize?
It's his own stupidity.
Exactly.
For a parody video.
It
Yep.
really is.
So when did you guys start viewing DSP?
Oh boy.
So I noticed him like you did, Fallout 3 playthrough, and for me the last straw was when I saw the top 10 racist moments. I thought that him celebrating those kind of things that would they're pretty morally reprehensible, right? You're just a regular white guy and you're going and telling racist jokes to a wide audience who you don't even know who you're talking to. Like, it's different. Let's say, I don't know, if you're just some dude and you say something that's a little bit, off taste to a couple friends, whatever, but you're saying it to the open internet where you don't even know who's receiving it. So that's mine. How about
I personally, I'm probably like one of the only ones, but I didn't know anything about Phil until May 2014. People were talking about him, so I decided to look him up, and I saw like an old ass playthrough from 2008 of Fallout 3, and I'm like, all right, this guy ain't half bad. But then I started seeing some of the newer stuff. I was specifically watching the stuff when he was moving back in June or May, and I think the one stream that really got me like, wow, this guy is a fucking asshole, was the Madden stream back in August, where he was complaining about people not spreading his work, like blaming them for it. And then from then on, the rest is history.
Well, interestingly enough, I was in the same situation that Che was. I ran into his Fallout 3 videos. This was like 2009-ish, around that, I think, maybe 2010. I'm not too sure. I can't remember. It was around that time. Then over time, I just started kind of like not watching his videos, and like I was kind of getting it started from like when he started uploading 30 videos like a day. My inbox would be flooded and shit. It was to the point where I just decided to somehow still subscribe to him, but make sure it doesn't give me emails about the videos he uploads, because I kind of just stopped watching his videos after that. And then like I'll watch his videos once in a blue moon, and then what really threw me off is when he started doing the top 10 series. The racist moments I didn't give a fuck about, because I didn't really care about those. What some like his what was it, the worst games or whatever, those, like, he was trying to like give a valid opinion, but it just seemed so damn biased after that, and I was just like, whatever, man, like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. And then over time, when he started transferring into direct capture, that's when I just stopped watching him, like, completely. So I'm pretty much like kind of he left a bitter taste in my mouth with all his just when he started doing editing and shit, when he did the top 10 series, and then when he went to direct capture, that was when I was completely thrown off from it. So that's pretty much it.
I never watched DSP playthrough, not once. Found him through Retipray, and I'm happy that's how I found him.
Yeah. It's funny because like it wasn't until like later on that everyone started making videos and shit, and dude, like after that, like when I saw fucking AJ's Metal Gear Solid, this is how you don't play Metal Gear Solid 2. That's when it completely convinced me that DSP is just a scumbag. So
yeah.
So after this all ends, like, he changes his life. If that ever happens, what are you guys gonna do? Just move on?
I just like, I didn't even give a fuck about him anymore. Everyone else was making fun of him and stuff, so I just jumped the bandwagon, and I was like, and I don't like him either. I think he's an asshole, and yada yada yada. I'm pretty sure pretty sure everybody kind of did the same thing. They all wanted to be part of the community, and this is where I am now, and I'm happy with it.
So you're saying that you jumped onto the community because you're a sheep and you don't make up your own mind?
Shut up, KG.
Well, I personally, I think this community, besides the DSP stuff, is a great community. We have a lot of talented people who do artwork like Torres, either in SOK or not, just very talented people. I'm just going to continue to grow my own channel, and hopefully people who deserve it try to spread their channels and get them attention, especially the ones that can't get any attention. That's what I'm personally going to do, trying to help people who actually fucking deserve the attention.
Do you guys believe he's really in debt? I don't believe that.
No, I said this a lot earlier. I feel like he's hitting red alert well before he does go into debt to try to save himself from going into debt. You see what I mean? So he's basically trying his best to make his situation seem more dire than it is before he actually feels the sting. Before he actually feels the sting of his poor financial decisions. Like, I'll say this again. Moving across the country into a $250,000 house to take care of your girlfriend too and pay for both of you while you have a very insecure job, like being on YouTube where it's completely flexible, your pay changes every month, all that kind of stuff is completely, it's disgusting that he's, reaching out to the fans as if it's their responsibility. And, for him to act as though, well, I started on YouTube, so now I'm entitled to always be on YouTube, and this is the way it is, and I have this privilege to have a job that people would like to have, but it's just, that's the bare minimum now. That's the requirement. I have to have this as a job.
Yeah, it's, like I said, I don't understand people that quit their job just to, live off their partnership. It just... I don't think that's a smart decision at all, by all means. I mean, people can do it if you're, popular enough, but making a living off of it, and that's something I don't agree with. Unless you're super popular on YouTube and you make, $1 million a year, then I can understand, but with how it is now, that, it's not a smart decision. It really isn't.
You can't really do it unless you're PewDiePie.
Unless you're making steady income on both Twitch and on YouTube, then, yeah, you can make a living off of it. But if you're just... Then when you're, making a switch to YouTube because, people are... Because, Twitch obviously supposedly threatened you for stupid... Oh my god, your fucking picture loop.
Well,
what do you do?
Anyway, basically, if you're gonna leave Twitch because Twitch is basically telling you your bitrate's too high, turn it down. You guys listen to them because making up lies oh, they threatened me, and I was like, and when there's factual evidence of no, there's no threats at all. They literally just came in and say, hey, can you turn down your bitrate? Because not everyone streams at 8,000 fucking bitrate. I mean, who does that?
I'm gonna say this. With most people, I'm guessing 98% of the people who do make full-time living off of YouTube, it's very risky and it's very, it's very stressful in a way that.
Oh yeah.
At
definitely.
one point, this is my opinion. At one point, you're gonna have to e-beg, either by trying to ask people for donations or change the way you do your videos to try to promote some things or just anything like that. That's just the way YouTube is with probably 98% of the people that want to make a living off of it. YouTube is best at the most of making a small, a side job. It was never meant for a full-time living. That's just my opinion.
It's not meant for it.
Unless, you make a Patreon and you basically say to, people who watch your videos, hey, you can support me if you wish to, not forcing them. If you wish to help me, support me and give them good traits to, help them along the way, then yeah, that's how you use Patreon. But Phil, obviously, when he made his Patreon, he didn't think first, and he's asking for people for suggestions and shit. The thing is, when you make a Patreon, it comes down to your decision and what you want to give to the fans. Why should you take suggestions from people that watch your videos when you should think for yourself what you're going to do for your fans?
Well, with Patreon, you got to have something to offer. Either you put a lot of work into your videos, or you're making comics or anything like that. Because if you're an average fucking YouTuber that just uploads, Let's Plays, just kind of the way Phil does, very lazy, just to think you're going to get a Patreon and get a lot of money off of it, it's very, I say distasteful and offensive. That's not what Patreon is for. Patreon is for something that you have to offer, a good.
And the thing is, he treats it like it's a donation thing, which, I mean, I don't completely agree with that, because the whole point of it is that you give them benefits to kind of give back what they give to you. But he makes it sound like this whole thing where you give me money and I'm not going to give you shit all, pretty much. And that's exactly what he's doing. Don't even. I know.
But he said he won't do donations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
done it.
Yeah, he did say that. But the thing is, that's the thing about Patreon. You're giving benefits back to people. You're doing it for the fans. You know, there's a lot of people I know that deserve better than fucking Phil. Phil treats his fans like shit. So I don't even think like I don't think the people that donate to him deserve like they're not going to get anything from him. I don't know why they're even donating to him. It's fucking stupid. It makes no sense.
Who knows?
It's like, why are you giving this fool money? He's not going to do shit for you.
Well, I don't know if you guys ever studied like Phil's body, like in this kind of way. Like I went to his old videos and I watched them, and then you go to his new videos and you totally see how he's different. Like he talks different, he moves different. He's not himself anymore. Like his voice he's consumed by the money, is what I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is how it is.
There's actually a good example of that. I was actually watching his old Spider-Man Web of the Shadows playthrough, the old one versus the new one. And like I remember in the old one he was more calm, and the second time he's playing he's more crazy. He might yell at whatever he wants to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Way more aggressive. So.
Yeah.
Did you guys not like friend request ridicule, or did you think that was like just a joke?
That was somewhat entertaining, but that was kind of him being a douchebag.
It really was. Honestly, like when I watched those friend request ridicules, I didn't like them at all. But like some people, obviously, I mean, he says, "Hey, don't send me a friend request because I'm not gonna, accept them." Like I can completely understand his situation, but like, is it really fucking necessary to sit there and make a video about your fans or people that like add you? Like maybe they just want to add you because they want to feel, okay, they want to feel like they're getting places because they have you on the friends list. They send you these nice messages, and there's people saying like asking you questions and stuff. Like it shouldn't give you any right to insult them or whatever. Like that's just arrogant.
It really is.
It really, like, you have no reason to do that. I mean, I get that you're annoyed that people are sending you friend requests. That happens to me all the time. People send me friend requests that I don't even fucking know them. I'll just decline them. It doesn't give me all the reason to make a video about it and fucking just blatantly insult them. There's no reason for that.
And I seen the last podcast too. I don't know if he's in the chat, but he said he owns his own business.
Oh, Mr. Carl here.
Yeah.
What's up?
Do you think he has a business degree? I don't think so with his reckless.
Somebody asked me that a couple weeks ago on the podcast. Like, he might. I can't say he does or doesn't, but some of the decisions. What I said then was that some of the decisions he makes that he says are his business decisions or best for business aren't all that well thought out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that, so that's the honest truth. I honestly I cannot say whether he has one or not. But it's just it just comes down to that. Some of the decisions he makes would not be best for business.
Okay, Vince McMahon.
So, but no, I mean, he might not. It's the best I can say.
Yeah.
Well, to say one more thing, I think I said this also, that some of the decisions he made, I would never do. You know what I mean?
Like what?
Like just the way he runs things.
Oh yeah.
Period. Like just the way he runs things. Period. I mean, yeah, I get it. That's his personality. That's the way his mind works. But when it comes down to it, if that's your business, you're going to drive away customers.
Exactly.
Period. And that's what makes you money. That's what makes you. That's what gives you your career. You know what I mean? Your income. So if the criticism part, you know what I mean? So it's hard to explain. It's hard to explain, but it's just to simplify it. That's what it is. It comes down to it. He makes bad decisions based on his personality, and they do teach that too. When you go to business school, that you got to leave your personality at the door. If you got to listen to criticism, stuff like that.
So let's say we never heard of Phil. Like he just started to make videos. You know how he makes his what the hell is it called? 10 Gaming or whatever, 10 Moments with DSP or whatever, the game show episodes. If he started YouTube like that, do you think he would have a bigger audience and he'd be better as a person? Like where he actually edits and does everything.
If he actually edits and maybe he loses that shitty personality he has, the way he treats his fans and all that, and maybe he had more of a positive attitude than sitting there bitching at the game all the time, maybe that's somewhat entertain him.
Yeah,
maybe
I
he's
agree with that.
entertaining. But, but the way he is now, no, fuck that. I'm not dealing with that bullshit.
Well, yeah, no, I agree. And going back to what you originally asked me about the business stuff, that's one of the things that he chooses not to do. Which in that business, in the YouTube business, if I was in his shoes, I would make sure to edit my stuff to make sure it looks gorgeous. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're getting close to wrapping up now. So before we go, I just want to make sure that I thank our 4 call-in guests. We had Bone, we had Zaibatsu, we had Wilhelm, and of course we have the One. I also want to make sure that I thank Mr. Kyoko, or more appropriately, Mr. Drillbit, for obviously coming on, telling his side of the story, revealing his true identity, and for doing a bit of an expose, I guess. Not an expose, more of a big reveal. So thank you, obviously, to Drillbit for coming. We'll go ahead. We'll start to wind down. I actually just got tweeted a screenshot from Phil on the forums. Let me just link that real quick. We'll just go over that real quickly, and then we'll bounce out of here. So let me link this in the chat right now. Bow, 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 and...
Shit, what does it say?
Where is it? Oh, okay, there we go. So linking it in the chat right there. There's the image. Should pop up.
Suggestion 1.
Yeah, I just read that.
Perfect. So I'll just read a little bit of it. He says, Suggestion 1, you want me to completely change my gameplay upload style and become something I'm not. Dramatically reduce the number of games I play and videos I upload in order to edit out fails and rage, which is what a lot of people actually watch me for. At least he acknowledges that. In short, you want me to be like tons of other YouTubers who have nothing original but lots of polish to offer. Suggestion 2 has nothing whatsoever to do with my content at all, but your personal insults with me on this forum. Nobody cares but a few forum posters, which constitute 0.00001% of my audience. Purpose of this thread is to help me with my business, not with personal issues between people who are butthurt. Lol butter. I closed their threads and can't get over it. Suggestion 3, look for a job. All right, this is the meat of it.
Oh my god.
Suggestion 3, look for a job which is impossible since I have been out of the mainstream workplace for 4+ years and have so much negative slander about me on the internet thanks to, quote, the people trying to help me improve / change, that I'll never pass a background check anywhere. Nobody will hire a 32-year-old who's been called a racist, a pedophile, and a horrible person in slanderous blogs all over YouTube and the internet. And I had nothing to do with / no control over that. Suggestion 4.
I thought he just blatantly admitted all that.
I know, right? Suggestion 4. Not even a suggestion at all. Just saying that actual positive changes I made aren't good enough for you. So let's recap. Number 1, will backfire more than it will help me. Number 2, worthless. Number 3, worthless. Number 4, worthless. Thanks for your time. And 3 threads of you saying I was ignoring your suggestions. Please tell me some others have better suggestions. ...
I have a better suggestion. Get a fucking job.
No, that's immature. That's bullying.
Yeah, that's bullying, Moogle.
How are you gonna bully him like that? Oh well. So
Moogle, you're triggering me, and I'm really offended.
Let's go ahead. Do we have a volunteer to do the outros?
I'll do it.
All right, Shay, give it a shot.
All right, everybody, it's time for the outros. Let's start with the man in charge, Mr. French Canadian himself, Mr. I'm cold as fuck, Moogle.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was pretty funny. You can actually find me on YouTube under Moogle Master 102, where I do Let's Plays. I don't do videos about DSP. I I have another channel for that, but I don't ever upload on there, ever. I just focus on my own content. But yeah, I do Let's Plays and all kinds of other stuff. I have a Twitch where I stream, and once in a blue moon, and just play random-ass games. I also have a Twitter. You can follow me on Moogle Senpai. And, yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, next we have, using the internet like it's 1996, Mr. Carl. Where can we find you at?
I can't believe you just fucking said that. On live stream, too. On live stream.
Oh no, I'm still laughing. Hold on. No, you can find me on Twitter at Carl Herring, on YouTube at AngelK311.
And make sure to email him, carlherring@aol.com.
Yep.
All right. Next we have Hydra Wife, Hydra Walls. It's the People's Champ. Loophole 572. Where can we find you at?
Bringing the thunder.
Damn. Yeah, just find me on Twitter, YouTube, Loophole572. You can find me anywhere with that moniker.
All right, we have Mr. Silent Assassin, Mr. What himself, Nomad.
You can find me on Twitter, which is @TheDarkLurker, and I just made a alts YouTube account because my other account got a copyright strike, so I'll just put that in the description. And my current YouTube account right now is Nomad Slayer. The one I'm linking in the chat is a different alternate account, so yep.
All right, next person was our special guest for tonight, Mr. Kyoko, a.k.a. Drillbit. Where can we find you at, sir?
Like you guys said, Twitter at Drillbit777.
All right. Next we have what do I say for Miles? Well, anyways, it's Miles.
The big cheese.
Where can we find you at?
All
Big
right.
ZD Miles. There you go.
What?
Big ZD Miles? What the fuck?
Doesn't ZD have a lot of cheese?
Big meaty Miles? Alright.
All right, go ahead. I said ZD.
What
Where
the
can we
fuck?
find you at?
You get to block off the old cheese, Miles himself.
Hold on, I'm trying to stop.
He's gonna block you of cheese.
I'm gonna throw a block of cheese at you now. But you guys can find me on YouTube as Miles SBG. I'm actually uploading non-DSP related stuff there, and I'm going to later this week probably stream some Smash Bros, or at least upload a few videos of matches of people if you guys want to battle me. Moogle says he's gonna wreck me, and so is Pask, so we'll see.
Damn right.
You guys can find me on Twitter as at Miles S Reset. That is my primary one that I go to, just because it's not DSP related. And you guys can go to my DSP related one, which is at DarkSealPhil.
What's going on, guys? Where can we find you, Mr. Fred?
Well, of course, you can find me on Twitter at TIHYDP, the acronym for This Is How You Don't Play Golf with the President. You can also find me on YouTube, user/itsFredFucks. And remember, people, I was just here so I don't get fined.
All right, next we have the person that's going to draw Pandely like one of his French whores. Where can we find you at, Superior Artist? Did I say that right, or was it French women?
Oh my God.
One of those France women.
Oh, okay. Where can we find you at, Torres?
You can find me on Twitter at BadassArtist100. You can go to my YouTube channel, The Superior Artist 10,000. And spoiler for that Panda Lead drawing, it's going to be soap involved.
All right. All right. Commonly referred to in all his groups as the other guy. It's Mr. Pascal. Where can we find you at?
Well, you can find me on Twitter at TIHYDP, and on YouTube
Acronym
at
for This Is How You Don't Pascal.
All right. Where can we find you at, buddy?
You can find me on Twitter at SBGPask, and on YouTube at youtube.com/Pascal with a 4 instead of an A for the second A, or at youtube.com/shouldn'tbegaming eventually.
Eventually, yeah. You don't.
Alrighty. The one of our guest callers tonight. Thank you for coming on. Where can we find you at?
Can I link my YouTube in the Skype thing?
No. Yes.
Oh, great.
Yes, go ahead.
Also, link it in the stream chat if you want to let them see it as well.
Oh, well, shit. I'm
Either
not
way.
on
Either
there.
way. Well, one of us can do it. Someone
Well,
do it.
yeah.
Yeah,
there's
link it in the
that.
chat and we'll put it in there.
All right.
And if you ever come to the forums, I applied to be a moderator. So if I ever come one, I'll be back on here.
You officially have the Sons of Kojima endorsement, my friend. That means nothing, and that'll probably make sure that you don't get it. But that's the best that we can do.
Yes.
That's the only way we can support you.
Well, since I tried roasting everybody, you can find me on Twitter at Retrospective PC, and you can find my YouTube there. Hey, what do you guys think of me? I'll let you guys get one shot in.
Yeah, you can also find him rolling around in pain, clawing at the mace in his eyes on the park.
Thank you. And thanks for coming by, and we will see you next time on the Sons of Kojima podcast.
Yes, I'd just like to say again, before we leave, we have the water charity linked up at the top of the chat. We appreciate everybody who's been donating, everyone who's been spreading the word. We couldn't do it without you guys. Thank you so much for your participation. Thank you very much for coming tonight.
Oh wait, a question about that.
Yes.
Did Keith donate? Because I see it says 150. So
He
is
did.
he on the podcast?
Keith Picard was formerly our highest donor and highest cumulative and single donation, but he was outdone by Mr. Carson Royce. So
he got bopped.
He got bopped.
He got ultra bopped.
So does that mean he came on the podcast or no?
He did not come on the podcast.
Wow, bitch. I mean,
Oh yeah, that's another place you can find me on Twitter at I'm gonna bop you.
Oh my god.
Right.
That was you?
Yes. He admitted this like a while ago.
Hey, I wasn't here when he did that.
All right, make sure you stop in next time for the antics tonight on the Sons of Kojima podcast. Peace.
We love you. Go fuck yourselves.